What's the plan?
Yeah.
Well, we need
Okay,
to
there we
rest
go.
off the fucking
Yeah, you guys are currently
alcohol.
just finishing up what do you call it? Fighting the rum gremlins. So currently you guys are resting, and you guys will, you guys need to take an hour or so to get off the poison. Since all of you, whoever is prone, essentially feels really drunk, and you guys are just kind of hanging out right now. So I'm assuming you guys rest for the rest of the hour, and over time, you guys recuperate. Hemlock is done. Ubala, you no longer feel poisoned. Vex, you no longer feel poisoned. I think you guys have already looted these guys. Riven, you no longer feel poisoned, and then you have 3 of these gremlin bodies around. So so you guys gonna continue further, or are you guys gonna rest? I believe it's still
what time is it?
I think it's still, you guys still have a few hours before night, because I'm pretty sure you encountered these guys in the afternoon.
I guess we could keep traveling, or we could.
We could probably push it a few hours.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Hold on, let me close my door.
Can I roll a hit die for my missing hit points?
I mean, we only rested an hour.
Okay.
I don't really know how it works.
I guess actually, if we did rest an hour, it would be a short rest. So
Yeah, you guys can have you guys for sure can take a short rest. So whoever gets whatever back on a short rest can get it back on a short rest. You guys can heal stuff. Annie, I don't know if you're talking, but we can't hear you. Or your mic. Just FYI. Okay, there you go.
You guys hear me?
There you go. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, there you go.
Cool.
Okay.
Just making sure. Cool. So, if you guys want to take a short rest, you can. I believe, I think only a couple of you got injured.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Okay. So, because you guys got a nat 1 on your encounter check, the next day, you guys will not have an encounter. So the next day essentially is a pretty easy walk for you guys. You guys can continue to train if you'd like, for that night as well. And you guys' watch essentially, you guys' watch and stuff will go without any interruptions. So feel free to do what you want. You still have to take watch because, your character wouldn't know otherwise. But you guys are still able to, train and stuff if you need to.
Are we still level 1?
Yes, you are still level 1.
Okay, just confirm.
Yeah.
Introduce me to our new friend here, Jared.
Oh yeah, so Hemlock, who's been assisting you guys here, is a Myconid folk. Who a little bit familiar for you, Flight.
Certainly.
I'm using him in the other campaign too. So, Flight. So Annie was. I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna call Annie out right now, but he was totally bullying Hemlock. This dude was straight. He was straight up bullying Hemlock, dude. It was so funny.
Nah, you don't know nothing about Hemlock. He's bullying me. This man can cast Pass Without Trace. Can he do it, Jared?
No, he does not. He's different in this one, unfortunately.
He's different. But in the other campaign, he can cast Pass Without Trace, and he's a legend. He saved us. He saved our asses like twice or something. So
when I see him cast it, we'll talk. But
yeah.
Right now, he's
hey,
yeah, Annie was straight up.
He's a lower level.
I knew. I was like, when Annie was bullying Hemlock, and Hemlock was just trying to be genuinely nice. I was like, dude, if Fly was here, man, oh my god. But anyways, so you guys train. I think everyone has 10 on their 10. Everyone has a plus 10 to their training. Ubala for charisma. Leon for medicine, Neve for dexterity, Vex for acrobatics, and then Riven constitution.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Punch in the stomach a million times, I decided.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, you just punch yourself. So you guys for the night and then the next day continue towards the Goblin Village. If there's anything you guys would like to do between there and then, please let me know. I don't know, Riven, if you want to do your.
I'll do my thingy.
Okay, give me a religion check, please.
Once again, he walks off into the night.
Yep. 2.
Or
Great.
did that appear? Appeared for you guys?
Yeah,
Oh, I was scrolled up.
I got
that's
it.
why.
I got it too. All right, I see it
Yeah,
too.
Still nothing, I assume.
No.
Okay, same results.
Yeah.
Like, well,
So
one of these days. it'll work.
you guys are watching, or just kind of walking towards the in this not really a trail, but more so just a walkway that Hemlock seems familiar with. He continues towards the Goblin Village, and you see he tells you, as you guys are getting close, he's like, well then, when we get there, please refrain from attacking any of these goblins. They're quite nice. They are sunset goblins. They are quite peaceful, and they're not violent at all. They're quite friendly.
I wouldn't assume attacking them is our first priority, considering our goal.
Well, I'm not sure how you humanoids are to these other folk, so just in case. So, as you guys approach...
You calling us racist?
Yes, absolutely is.
I am extremely racist.
Yeah.
Is that a raccoon? Is that
Oh, shit. Okay, so, as you guys approach the Goblin Village, you do see what looks like to be a bunch of goblins walking around. They all have different shades of color. Some of them are like a darker green. Some of them are like a yellow. Some of them are orange. These sunset goblins. You also notice that in the village, around in general, they have like these thatch huts that are on the ground that look like they can fit up to several of these goblins at a time. You don't see that many. You see maybe about like 20 or so of these goblins in the village. But around the village, you also notice that there are deers, raccoons, there's rabbits, there's bears. You see a couple wolves, some mountain lions, birds of prey, and then also just different sizes of like the smaller birds in different colors. And they all kind of seem to be living together. They don't seem to be like attacking one another, and you see some of the goblins kind of ride these creatures around, and you see there's a goblin who kind of calls out as they see you guys approach, and as they do, they kind of like start making these chirping noises, almost like they are mimicking the birds, and are kind of almost like an alert, but not really like an alarm. It's more so of like there's people here. So they start to kind of call against, or just call one another with these chirping noises. And then you do see they do have weapons and stuff, but they're very like crude. They look like they're broken, and some of them look like they're like the armor is definitely ill-fitting for some, and then others just seem like they're not wearing armor at all. You do see there is one goblin that is like heavily armored, but he seems to be barely like able to walk in it. And as he approaches you guys, so you guys would actually be coming from the left-hand side of the map. You see Hemlock kind of looks at you guys and says, allow me to speak to these folk, if you don't mind. And Hemlock kind of walks forward, and you see the goblin that's kind of fully armored walks up to where Hemlock is. I'll get some... Put you guys down.
Yeah, where are we at?
You guys are in the
Oh,
left-hand side. Yep. Leon. Cool. So you see this heavily armored goblin comes up to Hemlock and says, "Oi, who goes there?" And you see Hemlock just kind of raises his hand, this mushroomy hand, and he goes, hello, my name is Hemlock, and we're from the Red Wheat Village. We were sent by Valera. She is wanting us to assist you. We've had we know that you have issues with some lizard folk that have been kind of and you see, like, before Hemlock can even finish, the goblin folk says, "Oh, Yes, wonderful. Please, come in. Come in. Are these the helpers? You see Hemlock turns to them and says, "Oh, yes, they are. They are. They've been chosen by my Grease, and she has chosen them to help you, and they are quite reliable. So please, if you would allow us to assist, we could definitely aid each other, and that would bring us closer." And you see the goblin with a bit of excitement, but tries to stifle it. Heads back into the village, and he kind of does like the hand wave for you guys to follow him as you guys enter this kind of small goblin village. You see there's other goblins that are kind of just, they're doing a little bit of farming. Some of them are like gathering fruits and stuff that are around. You guys are free to kind of roam. You see deer do come up to you and like sniff you, and other creatures as well. Like they're very curious. You see the goblin kind of turns around and he says, let me look up. He says, my name is Odessar. I am the leader here of this village, Barkrest. Don't hurt any of the animals. They are friendly and we live amongst them. So please. You guys just kind of follow Odessar. You do notice that he starts approaching kind of like the middle section area of this. I'm gonna make a racket. Jesus. You do notice that in the middle of this kind of this goblin village, you do see there are like two troughs, like with water and food. One with water, one with food, and there's like a big old cooking pot in the middle. And in the storing like some of the food right now is what you see to be either like a pixie or a fairy, but they seem to be small, but they're not like they're not that small. They're like maybe about 4 feet.
I'm going to assume they're not fucked up like the last pixie.
No, you see they look relatively healthy. They look like they're pretty good. They're covered in like bones and stuff. They almost look like a shaman. Very much like they have like the long beads and stuff, and animal skeleton bones like for wear, but not really like for armor, but more so for like ceremonial purposes. Yeah, and they definitely seem like a shaman of some sort. So you see Odessar heads over to the middle section with you guys. And in the middle, you do see this pixie person, kind of this pixie male, now that you get a closer look. And as you guys kind of gather around, the animals for sure are getting curious of you. And also the goblins too. They all kind of like keep their... They keep their distance, but they seem quite friendly. Some of the birds kind of go around and just are looking at you. It's a little strange. It's almost like they have like some sense of like their surroundings or their area. And you see this pixie kind of looks up and says, visitors, welcome. And then he notices the rest of you, and he kind of the wings kind of like at first were kind of like flapping very quickly, and then at seeing you guys they stop, and he almost seems like he's trying to hide them. And you see Hemlock kind of speaks up like, "Oh, no, it's all right. They are, for now, they are assistants to my Grease. They have been chosen at the moment to help her in aiding the village. So these are folk are okay. They've been with Valera for some time, and so she's deemed them at least friendly enough for some reason. But they're fine. They're not enemies of the Fae." And you see the pixie folk starts to kind of cautiously bring out his wings again and start to kind of flap relatively fast, but still like very cautious, and says, "Oh, okay. Well," and you see Odessar, the goblin chief, goes over and says, "Yes, these folks are here to help supposedly. So, well," and he turns to all of you and he says, to cut to the chase, we've been having an issue here with some
lizard folk, yes.
Yes, a roving band of lizard folk nearby. They haven't killed anyone, but they've just been taking our stock and even hurting some of the animals and taking them when they please. There's about a group of 9 of them, and we can't do much against them. To be honest, we're not really fighting folk. We're more so gatherers and we hunt trinkets and things like that, but all of us have these makeshift weapons because we're trying to defend ourselves from these lizard folk. They've been harassing us for quite some time, and we've asked the centaurs for help, but the centaurs have refused. They don't like to, even with other Fey folk, they don't like to help two-legged. So, but if Hemlock is, if the village of Red Wheat is vouching for you all, then perhaps we can continue to see this as a test, I guess. It's not often we see humanoids like some of you assist us. But if you do, you will be rewarded.
Yow.
That is a strange cat. You see,
Don't worry about her.
yeah, the pixie kind of speaks up as well and says, yes, well, I am the shaman here of this here village of Barkrest. My name is, shit, I just forgot the name.
Fuck Lord.
Yeah. My name is Cloudy Sprout. And I'm the shaman here. I live here with the goblins. They've been quite nice, and this is my doing. And you see Cloud Sprout kind of motions to the animals that are kind of around you, and he says, I am able to somewhat tame these animals. They still have their own essence and their own feelings and things, but I just assist in them living in togetherness. So I try hard not to disturb that, and the lizard folk are taking advantage of this here kind of sanctuary, if you will, of us and the goblin folk. It's not a small village, and you can see that we're surrounded by trees and whatnot, and we're trying to be hidden, but they are a nuisance, and we like to get rid of them. So, and
They
I
must have taken a particular taste to the creatures around here.
apparently so, and we haven't got a lot of newer creatures around here, but these creatures are free to leave and go as they please, but they will continue to have my essence, and the lizard folk, whenever they've come by, I have always hid. But I fear that pretty soon they're going to realize that something else is causing these animals to be tamed, and I don't want them to find me. I don't know if you know this, but lizard folk tend to see me and my kind as delicacies, and I try very hard to make sure that they don't find me at all. So
Ubal's gonna nod like, yeah, they do. They really do.
So if you could please assist us by getting rid of these lizard folk, I would be indebted to you in the village, and perhaps we could put in a good word for you in the village if need be.
Okay.
Just to confirm, did they have there a rogue group of lizard folk? Or do they have an encampment nearby? A big encampment?
Yes, actually, they do have an encampment. It's a big one, but it's not because it's theirs. It's an abandoned, I guess, an abandoned village that was starting to be made before the Millennia War, and then afterward it was kind of destroyed somewhat. I mean, over time, down here by the Foul Sanctum, a lot of the plants and things like that were destroyed and burned or whatever, and most of it's grown. I think only near the west side of the island is most of this, or not most, but some spots here and there are kind of permanently destroyed, but a lot of it's grown back. But I think there is a village over. I believe if you continue, and here's where I need to pull up my map because I totally forgot to bring it out.
Whoops.
Okay.
Yeah, that chair not being prepared.
I know, right?
Whoa. And then Riven gets smited.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. You see, the Cloudy Sprout. He says, yes, if you just kind of continue the same direction you've been going, maybe southeast, You could find there's going to be a smaller, well, I guess not smaller, but you'll notice that there's going to be like collapsed village buildings and huts and things that look like they're preparing for being made. But we know they come from there, but we've only ever tracked them so far. We're kind of scared to go into their encampment. I could send one of the goblin folk if you need to kind of guide you there, since we've had a couple who've kind of snuck over there just to see where they're at and maybe plan something, but we kind of cowered out after that. So,
That would be helpful.
Yeah, I think we can take them.
Is there any leader among them?
It doesn't seem like they have a leader. Every time we've talked to them, they've all spoken, and if anything, they seem to argue amongst themselves quite a bit. I think they're not a big clan, it seems, and it's the same 8 every time, or excuse me, same 9 every time.
Perhaps we can talk to them. I can think of an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should.
Ubala, give me an insight check.
Speed running over to my character sheet like.
You know you can separate your character sheet to like a different window, right?
You are correct. I can do that. You said insight. You said.
Yeah, insight.
Oof.
Okay. Cool. So you see Cloudy Sprout kind of like flies over to their hut and kind of starts grabbing some materials and says, well, we do have some things to assist you in your journey. I think it's maybe another couple days to get over to them, but one of the goblins can assist you, but I think I have something that might help you all. And you see this fairy folk, or this pixie kind of goes over and grabs like a few things over in the hut and brings them out. And you can see what look like to be almost similar peaches to what you guys had like eaten prior. These cinder-like peaches. And you see he hands one to Riven, he'll hand one to Neve, he'll hand one to Ubala, and then one to Leon. And you see he says, I only have 4 of these, but these will regain, will give you some HP if you need it. And essentially these will act as healing potions, and you can take them as a bonus action or an action as per the homebrew rules. So
it's the cinder peaches you said?
Yeah, except these ones look like a lot more like plump and juicy. So these look like more delicate. Yeah, they're like thick, plump peaches. You can see Cloudy Sprout. He kind of buzzes back to you guys and says, use those if you need to, and once you eat them, you should regain some of your strength back. So, Odisar, can you grab Told? You see Odisar goes over and talks to another one of the goblins. You can see this goblin who has like a crossbow. Whoops, that was not what I want to do. Let me get him out. Cool. This crossbow, who has a bow or a crossbow, it's essentially just a hand crossbow, but for their goblin size, it's pretty decent sized. You see Tald, Odisar looks at Tald and says, you need to guide these people in to the encampment. All right, I guess I can do that. For this goblin kind of looks at you guys and says, so, do you want to go now or do you want to wait?
Riven will kind of hold up a hand and then look to the fairy and the goblin that's been leading them, and we'll look at them and be like, when you want these people taken care of, in what way? Do you want them to leave?
I mean, if you can get them to leave, that would be great, but I mean, if it has to come to violence, then so be it.
I just wanted a preference.
I mean, look, I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of, these lizard folk. They've hunted my kind and taken us and done horrible things, so, you know.
Right.
I would just say do whatever you can to get them to leave us alone. We just want to be at peace, is all.
If
We'll
we
just
can avoid
Yeah, we can do
conflict,
that.
Yeah, he'll just give them a nod. He just wanted to know their preference on
Yeah.
how to deal with them.
I don't
We
need
should-
I don't need to know the details. I just need them gone.
Yes, we should avoid conflict. We should not put ourselves in too much danger.
Yes, I
keep
don't know if they're part of a
conflict.
bigger clan or if, you know, they're, because usually the lizard folk aren't really, I'm surprised to see them out here anyway. They usually stick by the swamps or, you know, they usually kind of stay in larger groups.
So it's unnatural.
It is. I mean, it's unnatural as in anything, but it's the same. It's the same 9 lizard folk, and they argue amongst themselves a lot. Even when they were leaving, they were like really mad at each other and kind of insulting one another. Which, you know, I don't know what's that all about. But yeah. So I guess if you all want to, you know, you all can feel free to stay the night here and kind of wait till you need to regain your strength. I know how you humanoids are, and even you, Hemlock, but, you know, we always have night watches out here. We have sometimes a little bit of festivities at later at the night if you'd be interested, but, you know, I'm sure one of the goblins can offer their hut, and you all can squeeze in there if need be, or you can stay out at night and, you know, sleep under the stars.
Also, I'm gonna sleep in a hut.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And you see, he just points to like a random goblin. Would you mind sharing your hut for this evening? And you see the goblin kind of looks at you guys like dubiously with like a little bit of like a, who are you guys? And then you see Cloudy Sprite just kind of like touches his shoulder and says, please, if you could, it'd be a favor to me. And you see the goblin kind of shakes his head and goes ahead and starts like just getting out all of his like little bags and stuff, and just kind of emptying it out. And there is a hut prepared for you guys.
Nice.
It's alright, guys. I won't be in the hut with you.
Ribbon's gonna stay outside.
Sweet.
He
Yeah,
wants
I'll
to look
take
at
it.
the stars.
I won't be sitting on anybody's faces tonight and suffocating them.
Cool. So you guys kind of relax. There is meat served. There is meat and vegetables, mostly vegetables. You guys see that they have like chickens kind of cooped up and some other things kind of being sold. There are cheeses. There are other things that are kind of relevant. It seems that they do use some of the animals, but it seems very sparingly. There's mostly like fruits and vegetables that are around, and then they have grown themselves. And you can see there's like spots here and there. They're not very organized. You can see there's like spots here and there of like just like miniature farming areas, like maybe like a 20 by 20, maybe less than that. But you can see there's like spatters of like just wheat and, you know, all kinds of different vegetables that they are able to kind of grapple one person at a time, or just, you know, farm one at a time. But yeah, you guys are treated as guests, and you guys do not need to use rations for this evening, since you are being fed by these folk. And you see some of the goblins start kind of, they start singing and kind of playing a musical instrument, while the other goblins start to kind of dance around. And it's very strange. Very much a lighthearted group and a lighthearted village that's seemingly just kind of being bullied by these lizard folk. And for some of you who've had or who know the history, and for some of you who look in the face of death, it's strange to see something so minor kind of be an issue. It's heartwarming to see, you know, these goblin folk kind of enjoying themselves and around like a fire for, you know, a few hours that the sun is down, and then, you know, kind of playing with the pets or playing with the animals, and you know, wolves and lions, mountain lions kind of, you know, together, and bears and deer kind of getting along. It's a strange sight. But nonetheless, you guys can choose to train still if you'd like. That is up to you all.
100%.
But yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
to train.
Sweet.
Women would train and probably sit off in the distance and watch all the goblins do
Oh.
their little celebrations.
Gotcha. If there's anything else you guys would like to do, please let me know.
Well, different night. You know what I'm gonna do tonight.
Yes. Are you going to do it the same night that you're sleeping at the goblin area? Or goblin village?
I'll leave the village first, but yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So while you're doing that,
Leon is going to. Leon's gonna go. Well, first he gets like a plate of food, flavored it all with prestidigitation to taste like I don't know, something sweet. Leon does not like eating food that other people make for him unless he flavors it himself. It doesn't really matter what it tastes like, just that it doesn't taste like the thing that it is. And then he's gonna I'm gonna walk up to a goblin and ask, do you have any recently deceased?
No, we bury most of our dead, and then they spring out into some of these trees, and you see he points around to like several trees that just all look alike.
Ah, shit, never mind. Can I see a tree?
Yeah, I mean, there's trees all around.
Cool. I'm just gonna walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out these trees though, if that is what's happening with them. That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Making sure not to add that D4.
Oh my
Let
God,
go.
Leon,
Let go.
you like walk around one of these trees, and it's a it seems like a beautiful tree. It's just kind of standard. It's it's got the bark and everything, the colors, all different types, of the warmer autumn colors. You put your ear to this tree, and you could swear you hear it humming. And just like humming to the music, humming to itself. And it's almost breathing. And it's almost entrancing, and it naturally just gives you the feeling of joy. And of like some sort of it would be so close, the closest thing you can get to like a charming effect, but you realize that you could step out anytime you want, or you can like back away anytime you want, but it just seems to be
Any dead leaves or shed bark?
there is no shed bark.
Oh.
Yeah. Would you like to take a shed of bark?
I'm not gonna. Well,
Do it. Desiccate the game.
Respect your surroundings.
Do it. Disrespect your surroundings.
Dun, 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 dun.
Desecrate the graves. Name too.
how thick is the bark?
So it's maybe like for like each individual piece, you would imagine like maybe three or 2 fingers thick. Pretty thick bark.
3 or 2, so like what, inch and a half? 2
Yeah,
inches?
like a couple inch, and then there may be about like 3 or 4 inches long.
I mean, if I got a scrape on the knee, that wouldn't be too terrible.
So tempted. What are you even gonna do with it?
I don't want to be like. I don't want this to be like obvious.
I mean,
What if
you can
the
make
goblins get like pissed off. Or
you can make like
something?
a stealth check to see if you could do it, or sleight of hand, and just like try to do it quietly if you want. They all seem pretty distracted. You can see like the goblins are actually. I will say make a perception check.
Okay.
There's
I'm
like a little party
famously
going.
dog shit perception.
Okay.
That's a 20.
With a 20, you do see there's like a single eagle that's looking right at you. It seems that the goblins are like kind of aloof and are pretty much carefree, but the animals are the watchers, it seems. You do see like a couple animals watching you, like a bird and like maybe a raccoon just kind of looking up innocently.
If it's an eagle, that might be a bit risky.
Hello there.
I don't have.
eagles have decent perception. I think.
Time.
And birds,
Okay.
afraid,
I can't. Yeah. The thing that Leon really thinks sucks about this is that he just can't do random things. He's got to be more careful about it, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it for me.
All right.
Also,
Are you trying to do the religion thing quietly?
so what he's probably gonna do is when the party's going during the festivities, because he's kind of sitting on a tree, not particularly partaking, but he's eating and all that.
Yeah.
Whenever he's done and the party's still going later on in the evening, he'll stand up and walk off.
All right. What's your passive?
Stealth or perception? What are we talking?
Perception.
12.
12. Okay. All right. So you walk off. You head out towards the, somewhere out there where you're still close enough to the village where you can hear some of the festivities. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Okay, yep. He'll kneel, put his glaive down in front of him. Let's see if I can't roll any better this time.
Oh
No.
my God. Yeah. You try
got
to
one
reach
baby.
out and
Yeah.
still nothing. It's strange. You're getting a hard time connecting with anything out here. It seems that a lot of the powers that would be powerful enough are probably already here. But you continue to try.
Well, I'll keep trying, and even if I can't reach them, they'll probably reach me eventually.
Yeah.
So he'll pick his glaive back up after maybe an hour of sitting out there,
Okay.
put it on his back, and he'll walk back.
Cool. You do notice that, like, as you're finishing trying to contact this deity, you notice there is a rabbit that was kind of like up on its hind leg and just looking dead at you. And then as you head back, it scurries back to the village as well.
I'm not too surprised.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just head back. They have questions. I'll answer.
Cool. Yeah, you head back. No one seems to say anything, and you guys kind of rest up or do whatever it is you need to do before you rest up. But it's mildly safe. You guys feel pretty safe out here, at least. These guys probably wouldn't be able to defend themselves from anything crazy, but it seems like there's something that is assisting in the deterrent of any major creatures around here. So
Mass in numbers, animals.
yeah, exactly.
Eventually, action economy wins.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't got to speak with animals or anything, but I wonder if I can prowl around like I'm one. But I mean,
I mean, you do see there are like mountain lions or what do you call them? The like a lynx, like a like lynxes and stuff. There are various types of cat creatures. So
I don't know how you would rule it.
I would
me?
say you cannot, like, you can't communicate with them because your mental, like, your mind is so advanced now that it's kind of gone past that primal communication.
Okay.
So,
Just had to make sure. Oh
yeah.
shit! What happens if I come across my family? Oh god.
Yeah, we'll get to that whenever whenever it happens.
Where it happens. Cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
Meow 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 meow. meow, meow,
Yeah.
meow.
Cool. So you guys. Oh yeah. Did you want to do anything else?
Nope, that was it.
All right.
I mean, me probably just forcing a goblin to to groom me.
Cool. You see Hemlock goes out to the middle of this area and just plants himself and just stares at the moon, getting his trance in.
I'll hold my arm out and see if I can get a bird to land on my finger.
Yeah, without make any check, you hold your hand out and a bird, like one of the smaller birds, flies up and kind of lands on your arm.
I enjoy nature. Give him a boop on the nose with my other hand.
Yeah, I mean, boop him. The bird seems to kind of almost it's strange. The bird's like showing a lot of emotional interaction without saying, like, without actually talking, but it seems there is some form of intelligence that is allowing them to kind of almost communicate with you, like body
Does he give
language
any
wise.
like cheeps or anything?
Like a couple of almost like enjoyment.
If there's any, for a moment, Riven will kind of lift up a little plate that's at the bottom of his mask. It kind of lets his mouth out. He'll take out a little flute. He's gonna mimic it.
Okay.
He has a little wood carved flute in his inventory.
Okay, make a performance check.
I'm not rolling well.
Yeah, you see the bird kind of flies away after. It seems like you didn't play that well. It's not the worst, but you know, it still spooks some of the birds.
Bird was like, ugh, cringe.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. No, the bird kind of flies away, being a little disturbed, or not disturbed, but a little startled by the sudden kind of off tone. Yeah.
He tried. He'll put his food away.
Yeah.
If his little friend wants to come back, he can.
Yeah. You guys rest and wake up with kind of the goblins already. Some of the goblins up, some of them not. Some of the creatures were asleep, and then some of them weren't. And some of them start sleeping during the daytime. But you see Tould, who is the kind of the gatherer, or the main goblin, who assisted in tracking these lizard folk, kind of looks at you guys and says, "Are you all ready?"
Oh,
Let's go.
we did train last night, right?
Yes, you did. Yep, I got that in there. Yep, you guys trained.
Riven will put his little face plant. Well, I guess he would have put it back on after he failed. He'll stand up and kind of move over.
Cool. You see Hemlock says, I will be joining you all as well. I need to, unfortunately, keep an eye on you and keep track of your progress. So, don't mind me, though.
I'm ready to fight, so...
Well, that's quite eager, are we?
Yeah.
Let's be real. It is most likely the outcome. As much as we can try to avoid it.
Well, hopefully we can get this resolved without violence. But, you know, if it happens, it happens. So, I'm not much one for violent acts, but, you know, so be it if it needs to be.
If it does come to that, perhaps stay towards the back.
Oh, yes, of course. Will do. So you guys head off with Tould, who's kind of like taking the lead. This kind of goblin with like a crossbow, a hand crossbow, and he starts kind of sniffing the ground like a dog and kind of like following some tracks.
Them and their big ass noses.
What's that?
I said them and their big ass noses.
Yeah, exactly.
Sniffer.
Yeah. He's a green goblin, this one. So he's not like one of the colorful ones, but he definitely seems like a little bit more of a serious goblin.
Ooh, I wish we would got in the purple goblin.
Yeah, no, you guys did see like a purplish goblin, but
I think they have different flavors.
Jesus.
Do you think the purple goblin? Do you think his piss is purple? You know.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Coated.
Yeah, you ever think about that? All right. Let's see. Who is the lucky one?
The purple one tastes like grape.
Neve, roll me a d20 for today's encounter check.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one.
Okay. Roll me a d8. Okay.
Well,
So-
sevens.
As you guys start walking towards this settlement that Tould was kind of talking to you guys about, you guys excuse me.
You gonna make it?
No. Yeah, you guys hear what sounds like someone struggling through the forest. This is about maybe a couple hours into your journey. You hear like someone like struggling to fight through like a bunch of brush, and like you guys are walking by like and around like pretty well. Told seems to be doing good at making sure, and it's only a couple hours away from village. Told hasn't needed to roll a survival check yet, but I will once you guys are done with his encounter. You notice that the man is wearing like a purple and gold lined backpack. And you can see he is wearing, even out here, a gold and purple lined robe with the long blonde hair slicked back, clean shaven. And he's kind of like fighting a bunch of branches and like breaking them off and throwing them out and kind of cursing to himself underneath his breath. You guys kind of hear him stumbling towards you. You can see very clearly on his robe, it says TTT, triple T's. And as he comes forward, he says, civilization is near. Hello there, friends. And he kind of walks forward, and you guys see this this long-haired blonde man. He says, "Well, now, where's the nearest village?" And you see, like, immediately told this goblinoid kind of aims his hand crossbow up, and then even Hemlock's a little bit apprehensive towards this person. You see Hemlock says, "Who might you be, sir?" "Oh, well, excuse me, sorry. No need to get violent there, my friend." And he looks over at the goblin, and he says, "My name is Travis." And he's like, "My name is Travis, and I'm sort of a merchant here. This is kind of a new area that I'm exploring. I recently was teleported here by some strange wizard, but so be it. I found a couple things, and I've brought some things with me. So, currently I'm not really stocked for anything, but I'm just kind of starting out my my business here. I know it's not the best place." You see Goblin kind of looks at him like very like suspicious. He's like, "Humanoid. Sorry, that's the wrong voice. A humanoid out here? What are you selling?" And you see Travis kind of looks at the rest of you like, oh, heroes. Wonderful. Well, would you
I
all
want to know what you're selling.
Oh, would you? Oh, wonderful.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah, I'm
You
really
see,
interested.
he looks at the rest of you, says, "Yes, look, I don't know if you guys are interested or not, but I'm just starting out, so here's my pitch." And you see he unwraps the backpack, and instantly the backpack starts to kind of form itself into a makeshift kind of booth, like a tent booth, where like the cloth is like the cloth of it kind of goes over almost like a lean-to, and then suddenly it wraps around into like a booth where there's a counter, and in the back you can see what looks like to be like pitch black darkness. And then he kind of stands behind the booth and he says, "Well, step right up there, friends. Step right up. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I wasn't able to bring much with me, but today I have this," and he holds up a like a silver chain, and he says, "It's a chain that feels warm when you're standing beside an awakened tree. So, if you're near an awakened tree, this chain will get warm. So, there's that. I have a piece of taffy that always reappears when you eat it. So it's a never-ending taffy, essentially. I don't know if you like taffy, but you see he eats the taffy, and then another one appears in his hand. He's like, yeah, that's great. Good stuff. I've lived off of that for like a week once."
Okay.
You see, continues. He's like, you see, he takes out a copper coin, and he's like, "So, whenever you use this coin and you flip it, it'll tell you a fortune."
Ooh.
How much is that?
Oh, this copper coin? Well, friend, I can't part with it for no less than 5 gold pieces.
Oh my god, that's the funniest shit. Hold on.
All right, another question.
Yes.
Are you willing to buy something from me? Would you give me a price on something?
Sure. What are you trying to sell me? I will say I don't buy normal things, by the way, please.
Right. It's a trident of fish command.
Oh, interesting. Yes, of course. Do you mind if I look at it?
Yeah, take a look.
All right. You see, you hand him the trident of fish command. You see he immediately whacks a rock with it, like very violently. Just. And you see, he's like, "All right, just making sure it was magical. Sometimes people like to make replicas and things like that, and you can pretty." And then he does it a couple more times. He's like,
"Oh my god!
Yes, it's very sturdy and strong."
Good.
You see, he like throws it at a tree, and it like spikes it into the tree, and you see he goes over to the booth, or he goes over to the tree. He's like, you see, he puts it on like the booth itself, and was like just staring dead at it for like a good minute. Not like he's not examining it; he's just staring at it. He's like, "Well, it's seems to be yes, it is magical. It is the trident of fish command. Strange. How did you come across this?"
I can't get that information,
Oh, secret, are we? All right.
That's just how it is,
All right, I'll buy this off of you for 50 gold pieces.
Ooh, you got yourself a deal.
Very well. You see, he shakes your hand, and
That is such a ripoff.
And hands you 50 gold pieces.
Where's his picture? I want
I
his
just want to
picture.
ask. You know how much magic items generally go for?
I have no idea.
Yeah, his character wouldn't know either, so that's fair.
Yeah, my
No,
character
what?
wouldn't have
You
any
just
idea.
got
Dude.
fucking
No.
screwed, bro.
See, I
got
could have lived a
screwed.
happy life. Okay, I could have had a happy, blissful,
What?
Ignorant.
So,
Yeah, blissful
unknowing
ignorance.
life.
What's the rarity of that item?
It's
It's just
uncommon. It's
uncommon.
uncommon.
It's uncommon. So what? Anyone from 100 to 500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, you see he hands you the 50 gold pieces. He says, wonderful, wonderful choice and sale. Thank you. I will be using that for later. Anyways,
So we can't stop.
I have a rank insignia from a lost legionnaire. And you see he holds up like this this symbol of like an owl. It almost looks like an owl that's like facing the side, but the head is turned towards you.
What does it
Okay.
do?
Oh, nothing. It's just a rank insignia of a lost legionnaire. It's just like a rank. So
What's the rank itself? Like,
Oh,
is it like a
I
centurion?
Where's the Legionnaire?
Yeah, but like a legionary is like I think the broad term for them.
You see he casts like a spell and he says, "Oh, it says hoplite."
Okay, okay.
You see he pulls out a small wooden box and you see he says, "Well, this small wooden box has bone dice inside of them." And you can see clearly on the box the word says jail. Kind of that's been etched on the side of this wooden box.
You trying to sell us a dice jail?
No, it's
I
a
will buy this.
you see he flips the
bone
box around
dice.
where you can't see the wording anymore. He's like, "No, this is a box that has bone dice."
Might I see the dice?
No. You have to buy it if you want to see it.
This
How
does not
much?
seem like a good deal.
For
If I
the
do not know, see
for the
dice I
box
am buying.
for the box with the bone dice, it's 3 gold pieces.
3 gold pieces.
I want to see what I am purchasing.
You see it right here in my
That's a good
hands.
point.
I see a box, not
You-
the dice.
You see he shakes the box, and you do hear there is stuff inside the box.
Am I supposed to
You
know that you
were-
did not just throw the rocks in this box? You were just telling me a box.
You were allowed to examine the spear or the trident, yes? We should be allowed to examine the products you sell.
Make a persuasion check.
Ah,
Can I make a persuasion?
persuasion?
I will say, Riven, you can make a persuasion check with advantage with the help of Ubala. Oh shit!
Okay.
You see he looks. Fine, I guess that's fair. You see he turns the box around where it says jail, and then he opens it up, and inside you do see there are these 3 6-sided dice that are made of bone.
I will purchase these dice.
Well, it comes with the box, so if you want the dice, you get the box too.
Very good, very good.
3 gold pieces.
And she will slide her 3 gold pieces
Cool.
over. I
Uh,
also see you are a man of good fashion. As Zuba's wearing her
yeah.
purple and gold trim as well.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Look at you.
Look at it, we are twinning.
Yes, yes. Well, you know, it's important to always make sure that you are presentable in case there are any customers that are nearby. So I had to make sure that I'm always upkeep and clean and, you know, scent-wise, I smell good.
The royal purple really brings out our features and it makes us look respectable.
Yes, it definitely matches better with my blonde hair than your cat fur.
I would say maybe. I feel that the gray and the white mix does not fit as well. Maybe with black, but the gold always has a nice accent to pepper.
Yes, I guess to some folk, you know, to each their own. You know, fashion is just a spectrum, if I would say.
It is a shit. What the fuck is the word for that? It's a
I can't remember.
It's like shit. I think it starts with an S.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or it's a Nope, never mind. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? You know, it's like it's
yeah. Yes, I understand what you're trying to say. Anyways, you didn't even let me show you my last thing that I had to show you.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. What else
so I
you
got a
got?
chain that gets warm whenever you're near an awakened tree. I have a piece of taffy that appears when you eat it. You see he eats it again, and it reappears in his hand. A copper coin that will tell you a fortune whenever you flip it. And
What kind of fortune and like is it? What are
don't know.
the-
Could be good. Could be bad.
Is it like a once per day kind of thing or?
No, it's whenever you flip it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, how much did you want for the insignia, by the way?
Is the fortune always the same?
Well, you'll have to find out if you buy it.
Why don't you test it like you did with the taffy?
How
Well-
much is the taffy?
Well, because it tells you mentally. It doesn't tell you like out loud. You can't hear my
Oh,
fortune.
Okay. Okay.
And I could just be making up stuff at that point.
Yeah, well.
The taffy is 2 gold pieces.
Deal.
Cool. You hand him 2 gold pieces and he hands you the piece of taffy.
All right, what's the last?
Does it work?
I mean, do you eat the piece of taffy?
Yes.
Okay. You chew on the piece of taffy and like you chew on it and chew. And then like while you're chewing and you're like kind of in the middle of swallowing, you feel around in your pocket and you feel another piece of taffy.
Okay, but it's not the same piece of taffy as the one that.
Is it a different flavor or is it the same flavor?
It's the
every
same
time?
flavor.
It's not like it's already chewed up.
No, you see it looks like a fresh piece of taffy.
Okay. Okay, it works. Cool. That's a good offer, actually. It's not a bad idea, you know.
It gives you no nutritional benefit whatsoever. So
That's more useful than a hope of burning that I bought.
oh yeah. You see, he says, "Oh, okay. So last but not least, I have a picture that will show you a random location that you ask about in the general area. But there's a catch. This thing kind of has a mind of its own, and we'll show you maybe some perverted things that are in the same area as well. So,
Sold.
you know, it's 10 gold pieces. It's quite expensive, and you know,
I'll
That-
buy it for 5.
that is too low, my friend. How about 8?
All right. 7.
Make a persuasion check.
Where's my thing? Persuasion. Sorry, it's been a while.
No, you're good.
Deception's here. Here it is. Oh, damn.
10. You see, he says, you know what? On second thought, 10.
All right, how about we go back to 8, which you said already.
9.
What happened to 8?
Well, you talk funny. So 9.
Well, 7, 8, 9. So it has to be
Exactly. What he said. 9.
I think the joke went over his head.
I'll buy it for 9.
All right. Well, there you go.
Okay, so Leon, you buy
What
it.
is it again? I forgot.
So it's a picture that shows a random location you ask about in the general area, though it will show you perverted things sometimes, as if it had a mind of its own.
I mean, it's not like I have a squeamish stomach.
Okay, cool.
I'll do that.
All right.
2 items.
Can I bargain with him for the coin?
He says, I mean, I don't know how much lower I can go on this copper coin. It's quite
1 gold.
I'm selling it for 5 gold. How about we go 4?
You said it was 10 gold.
3?
No, the sorry, for the picture, Leon, it was 9 gold that you agreed on.
No, yeah, I know that.
Oh.
He said that the copper coin was 10 gold.
Oh, that was probably me misspeaking. It's 5. So,
3.
the mirror of raw dogging. Yeah, exactly.
3 plus I gave you a hot item to sell the spear.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, I'm pretty.
Yeah, you see, he says 5.
4.
4?
Nope, I'm set on 5. Sorry, it's it. Look,
6.
it will yes, sold. If you want it for 6, absolutely. Cool. So, Vex, you get a
Yeah.
copper coin that when flipped tells the flipper a fortune.
Dude, I was not spending 5 gold on that.
So you
It's
hand over.
fine. It's mostly your stolen money anyway. Copper coin. Well, I didn't steal it. I cheated it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Cool. You yep,
cool.
copper coin that will tell you a fortune whenever you flip it.
You got anything else?
Well, I have the chain that feels warm whenever you're standing beside an awakened tree.
What is an awakened tree?
It's a tree that's alive, like that can talk and everything.
A tree that can talk.
Yes. Have you never
How
seen
much-
a treant?
No.
Wow.
You've proven that it works.
Well, if you know there's an awakened tree around here, then maybe I could, but I can't. This one I'm selling for 7 gold pieces.
I don't think anyone's gonna want that. How much for this?
For what?
Took down a mighty opponent once. It's a wand of magic missiles.
Oh, interesting. A wand of magic missiles.
You're not gonna cheat me like you did him. I know how much it's worth.
What?
Do you now? Well then, this will be a lot more difficult then. No, I kid. I would give you I would give you 100 gold.
150.
Make another persuasion check with disadvantage.
This? Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the wand of missiles is pretty damn powerful. At least early levels.
Oh my god, that was your first one anyway. Natural 1. You see, he says, sorry, I have to make a profit too. You know, I don't know if the next person's going to want to haggle me as well to lower the price of the wand of magic missiles, so I'm going to have to stick with giving you 100 gold only.
This is the only thing I have. Ooh, no, I got stuff. All right.
Choose not to sell it.
What about this? A vial of water hag essence.
Oh, interesting. I'd buy that for a gold.
Okay. How about this? Something deadly. This is a vial. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep this to myself.
Okay.
I know it may not be super good.
Yeah.
I got this disease.
Yeah, I don't wanna. Okay.
Want to buy
Damn, I got nothing. Damn,
Well,
Jay,
I mean-
you're a cheapskate.
Yeah. Look, maybe when we have more of a rapport, if I ever meet you again, perhaps we'll, once we build up a rapport against each other. Right now, you guys are just random customers, okay? I don't know any of you, all right? And honestly, I already don't like you. And he points to Vex. He's like, but I do like you. And he points to Leon. You bought 2 of my things, so you're already my favorite customer. So,
Well, get some things that are better for a fighter.
actually, I really like you because you sold me that trident. So, there's 2 favorite
That I got
customers.
scammed on, apparently, but it's fine.
Gotta get
I-
the certain actual
I
parts
wouldn't say scammed. I would say, you learn the business. That's all.
No,
This was
right,
this is a
okay.
learning experience for you,
Yeah.
for me, for all of us. So, anyways, if that is it, if no one wants to buy the Legionnaire
Alright,
token.
How about I'll take the token and I'll give you the wand of magic missiles for 100 gold. Then that token deal.
Make another persuasion check.
I mean, that would be like what 107. Like, come on,
Got
Jay.
some
Come
business.
on.
too.
For only the insignia is 102. It's 2 gold.
Oh, it's only 2 gold.
Yeah, for the Lost Legionnaire insignia.
Is that all that's left? What about
The chain
thing
is
that awakened
7.
Tree?
Yeah,
that's
the
what I
chain.
said. That one.
Oh,
that
okay,
one.
okay. So 7, yeah. So 107. If you, yeah.
Persuasion.
Make
Come
a
on,
persuasion
come on.
check.
Not bad.
16. All right, I'm gonna roll an opposed.
The insignia is
Okay.
2, you said?
He says, I mean, I could just deduct 100 gold from the insignia and just give you back, however much that is, 93.
You see, that's 14 gold I'm losing from my offer. I'll say
Mm,
I wanted 107 gold. Come on, it's not a bad deal. Plus, you get a invested customer who will be looking forward to seeing you again, if that ever happens. I mean, what are the odds of seeing you again?
Yes, who knows? You might all die, and I might have to loot your bodies anyway. But that's
See, there you go. You get all your stuff back for free. We're probably gonna be dead soon anyway.
fine. I will give you 107 for the wand of magic missiles then.
Awesome. Here you go. All right, I'll take. I give him the wand of magic missiles.
Cool. He takes the one of magic missiles. He gives you 170 gold pieces, and then you get the chain.
What's
All right.
the chain?
So a chain that feels warm when its holder is standing directly beside an awakened tree.
It's
So I
the range
guess
is
what,
5 feet.
mechanically is like 5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
All
Chain
right.
of awakened trees.
Jared, can you so the mirror, what are its exact details?
So it will give you a picture of a general area, or it'll give you a picture of a random location in the general area that you ask about. But sometimes it will show you perverted things as if it had a mind of its own.
There's no limit to that?
Yeah, there's no limit to that.
Awesome. I'm gonna abuse the shit out of this.
Again, it is a random location in the general area that you are at, so it's literally just
I know,
going to
but
be a
if
random.
I try and hard enough, then eventually I'll get it.
Okay, yeah, it'll. We'll see. I'll be interested as
Right.
well.
Now I got
How much for the legionnaire thing? What's it do again?
2 gold.
It's mine. I'm taking it.
Okay. Ubala, you run up
Not
already.
You a fucking
White.
pass on that.
Yeah. Cool. So you
See,
take
we
the.
bought him out. He should be appreciative.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I do. I'm very much appreciated that you all bought me out. It's I think the first time that's ever happened. I think yes, I think it's the first time I've ever been bought out after meeting initial customers. Well, that's wonderful. I must be going, and I have to go find some dead bodies to
Hold on.
restock my supply. But yes,
Are
you
you sure I have one more item?
are you trying to sell me it?
I mean, I can see you have some darkness back there. Maybe you're hiding something I could trade.
I honestly don't have much. I mean, I now have a trident of fish command and a wand of magic missiles if that's what you want. But I need to go call my supplier. I need to get things down here.
Maybe okay. This dust I am carrying, I can hold then.
Very well. If you ever want to sell it, you don't know where to find me, and I'll find you.
Would you be
This is
interested in
understandable.
just a shield?
No, I don't buy anything of the mundane, unfortunately. I just buy the
Yeah.
exotic.
Let's see.
Yes. So.
Hmm.
Very well. You see, he
Stab-
you he stab him. He just turns to dust, and you lose an NPC forever. Dark Soul style. You see, he steps out from the booth and
Does he
quick.
drop the ball bearing? Yes.
Yeah, that's right. No. You see, the booth quickly turns back into a backpack, and then he like picks it up and hoists it. He's like, ugh. Well, onward, and I hope you all have a wonderful time. Be careful out there. There's some crazy ass creatures out there, so make sure you stay alive so you can buy for more items from Travis and my tremendous trinkets. So, onward, and he starts walking past you guys, kind of hiking in his robe and his backpack.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I hate him. I love him, man. I hate him.
You see, Hemlock looks at you guys like, well, that was quite strange. I've never seen anything like that before.
Neither have I.
I probably have, but also I don't remember because honestly, my brain got burned down by my sister 2 weeks ago. Did not go well.
Oh, well, all right then. So after the first day of you guys traveling, I will go ahead and roll survival check for Told. He will have advantage because of Hemlock as well. So both of them he will assist him. So that's going to be a 12, and he has a +5, so that's a 17. So
Another total.
yeah, 17. He does a pretty good job of guiding you guys. He stays pretty much on track. A couple times he gets like lost for like a minute and then goes backtracks for like maybe 30 feet and then is able to find the track again. You guys continue forward and you end up reaching or at least getting far enough where it starts turning dark again. You guys set up camp and I'm assuming training.
Russian check.
Yeah, training.
Training.
Big trainer.
Magic coin. Is this a safe place to camp? And like I flip it.
Okay, roll a D100 for me.
Did it roll?
I did not see.
Oh no, wait, I got to hit roll.
Yeah, there you
That's actually.
go. You get no. You get it's bad. It's really bad.
It was only worth like 5 gold. Probably not working.
Like a shitty magic 8-ball.
Yeah.
Question, Jer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I assume we had breakfast at the fucking goblin place, yeah?
Yes. Yeah. You guys would have eaten out there too, or got some food as well. So you don't need to use ration for
No
tonight
ration
either.
tonight either. Okay,
no.
just
But
making
then,
sure.
yeah, but the next night you will.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you guys. Who's gonna keep watch?
I'll
For
take first watch.
I imagine we can just keep it the same because
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
me and Vex can just split it in half.
Yeah.
We don't need to
Hemlock
do
can
it
also
forward.
join because he is also a
True,
trancer.
true.
Yeah, because we both trans, so
Alright.
we just.
I would say then, Riven, go and give me a perception check first.
I'll do the first watch because my shit.
Yeah.
Perception, you say?
Yeah, perception check, please.
Alright, so sorry, I was yelling at my brother.
Oh, you're good, man. 13. Yeah, I mean, you don't really see much or hear much. You just hear like the crickets, a lot of these critters around, the leaves kind of crackling together as they're being hit against by the breeze. You hear like smaller creatures on the ground just kind of crunching along some dead leaves and whatnot. And your watch goes without any interruptions.
And then once again, partway through, towards the end, let's try this again.
Religion check.
Yeah. Yeah, that's much better this time.
18. So, after days of trying to contact your essentially your watcher, I forgot what I called them.
Zophiel.
Yeah, Zophiel.
Zophiel.
You notice as like you're reaching out, you definitely feel like the powers of, of the Raven Queen, kind of almost like you have an aura kind of surrounding you. Suddenly you see a crow kind of land very close to you, like it just lands on one of the branches. And you see it like just cawing towards you. And after a second, you kind of look towards it and, you see it lands on the ground from the branches, and then it turns into this very like beautiful model kind of Shadar Kai male elf, except he's wearing like this very slim like armor. It's very like slim and black. It's very fitting, and he moves with ease with it. You do see he has like these spectral kind of black wings in the back, like raven's wings, similar to like an Asimar, but a little definitely more it's more detailed, and it's actually more what's the word, solid, like it's actually like actual wings. You see Zophiel, the servant of the Raven Queen.
As he appears, he will, from his position, to give him somewhat of a bow, because he's obviously he isn't the Raven Queen, but I believe he is celestial.
Yeah, he is a representative of her.
Yeah, he'll give him a respectful bow, as he deserves. And he'll stay in his kneel position and kind of raise back up and look towards him. It's like, what has happened?
You see Zophiel looks around and is kind of looking in wonder about where you are. He says, so that's where you were. Interesting.
Feywild, yes. Once I was transported, I appeared in a ruin of sorts.
Well, we've been searching everywhere for you, and we've had to look through quite a bit of planes to find you, but here you are. Funny, I didn't expect you to be in our sister plane, but nonetheless, I'm glad to have found you. We need to talk.
Contacted as well. Yes. The trial has been interrupted, clearly.
Yes, it has, and I believe the Raven Queen herself is in talks with whatever this entity is that interrupted her. They're actually having a conversation.
I know I am not supposed to ask questions of such trials or such deliberations, but I feel that this exempts that. What's going on? Do you know?
Well, she hasn't told us everything, and we have yet to hear any word from their conversation, which they have gone to the temple itself, the matron's own home, and they're discussing at the moment behind closed doors. And I don't want to scry on her or anything. That wouldn't be.
Naturally,
Yes.
wouldn't be respectful.
No,
your
of course not.
positioning.
No. But until they are finishing with their conversation, which you know how gods are, they can take a long time to come to a decision, especially when it comes to matters like these. And she obviously feels like whoever this deity is that has interrupted our trial is intervening with some bigger things, but we'll see. But as far as I'm concerned, your orders are the same to still continue on. We will consider this at least part of the trial. I won't nullify it because you're in the wrong place. That wouldn't be quite fair. But it seems that there is a reason for why we've had a lot of Fey folk enter into our plane. So I don't know if you recall
disease.
that. Yes. Well,
Bioweapon, from what I've been told, a man-made disease targeting them specifically.
yes, quite interesting that it seems that a lot of time has happened in here while a lot of planes ignored what was going on here during what they call the Millennial War. I'm still doing some research on it, and it seems like there was quite a civil war, if you would call it, here in the Feywild, and it seems that we've lost not a god, but a major key player of the Feywild. Oberon has passed away, so we will see what comes to that. Again, we have no business with interfering with other planes, but it is affecting one of our trial members, so we obviously have to get involved.
Needless death is not good for either party, either.
No, it's not. So for now, continue on with your trial. I'll be keeping watch. One thing I will mention to you, though, if you can find out any more information about the, as extra credit, I will put it so, for lack of a better word, or a better phrase, but if you can find out about this disease and perhaps maybe get to the bottom of what's been creating it, and if it can affect anything other than the Feywild, like perhaps if someone can utilize it for other planes, then perhaps we would like to know that information.
One of my companions that appeared with me in this temple. There were, oh fuck, how many? 4 others? Yeah,
Yep.
4 others.
Mm-hmm.
4, well no, 3 others, because one of them was already there.
Yep.
Didn't
Yeah,
appear.
three others technically, yeah.
3 others. One was already there, being the 4th. We've been journeying together. They've actually managed to collect a sample
Interesting.
of this disease.
Huh.
I was wondering if I am able to convince them to part with it, would you be willing to take it now that you know where I am for further study?
Well, I'd have to ask her matron and make sure that everything's clear and go through other protocols before I bring something like that over. It's pretty risky. We don't know.
Dangerous at
Yes,
best.
yes, exactly. And again, I'm not a deity myself, so perhaps I would also mention for you to be wary as well whenever you're near this thing. I don't know how far this disease can go, but as far as I know, it's only affecting the Fae. So as far, just be careful whenever you deal with anything like this. And
I will take the proper precautions, but as far as I am concerned, I will try and save those who are infected.
yes, excellent.
Whether that takes my life or not.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that. We definitely have high hopes for you, Riven. We could
You'll
definitely...
give him kind of another bow. It was like, thanks.
Yes. Believe it or not, you are quite spectacular and almost a prodigy. So, which is why I am in charge of overseeing your trial. So please do take care. Don't do anything too dangerous, and make sure to keep the tenants as well.
I will do my utmost best.
Well, I must be going. I have to await until her matron is finished with her conversation. Until then, I will let you know if whether or not I can take that sample that your companion has and use it to see what's going on. But I must get going, but I will be watching. So now that I know where you are, it'll be much easier.
Safe travels, friend.
You as well. He gives a very light, polite bow, and kind of transforms back into a raven and just kind of flies through the forest.
He'll take a moment more to kneel before standing up and making his way back to their camp.
Cool. Sweet.
At which point, towards the end, he will wake up Vex.
All right.
If he didn't catch him sneaking off again.
No. You just come back. Vex, you are awakened as you are next in line for keeping watch. Vex, go ahead and give me a perception check, please. 25. You don't really notice anything. Don't really hear anything. I mean, nothing outstanding kind of comes to you. There's nothing major that you hear. I mean, you do hear like some of the animals, like you hear wolves and stuff like that. And with your sense, with your perception, you kind of get the sense that over here in this area, or at least this kind of vicinity that you're in, it doesn't seem like there's anything like monstrous around here. It seems like maybe there's mostly beasts of some sort. There might be like this strange creature here and there, but it seems mostly that there are beasts here. But other than that, your watch goes without any interruptions, and you would be taking watch while the sun goes back down to a sunset after coming from nightfall. So there is light, so it's not very hard for you to see anything. The rest of you, though, after about that time, wake up and are kind of rested. You see Told, the goblin, this goblin tracker, kind of gets up and says, "Are we ready?"
Riven will stand up from his position, give him a nod.
Go.
All right, let us go. And Told will head off as you guys follow. I'm going to go ahead and roll a survival check for Told with advantage because of Hemlock. Very nice. He does fantastic.
Is that 22 total?
Yeah, it's +5. Yeah, so 23. Oh, great. Here comes Flight with his infinite seas.
Chill.
Just
That's
like...
just how I sing, bro.
Yeah, like, it's like one of those fucking animal videos where they just rapidly sneeze.
Purple Ubala, roll me a d20, please.
A D20. I know hand touches the big one.
Yes, exactly. Cool. Sweet. So, you guys continue traveling for most of the day, and as you guys get closer, you see Told does like a hand motion, like to stop, as you guys kind of stop while you're walking, and you see he says, "We're getting close. Perhaps we can start sneaking and get close to the encampment that they're at."
Stealth is not my strong suit, but I will try.
All right. Well, it's a big area that we're heading to, so I don't know where they might be dwelling, but more than likely they're dwelling at the abandoned fort.
Oh, it's an abandoned fort.
Oh yes, it's an old village. It looks like.
Which is it? There's a village or the fort?
It's both. You'll see when you see it.
It's a fortified village.
Yes, I think that's what he means. You know how goblins are. They have a hard time speaking. But we understand, Fred. Please,
That
continue.
feels discriminatory.
No. I'm trying to sympathize. I understand. I don't mean to come off like this. Look, I apologize. Look.
Hashtag racist mushroom.
I will be honest. My folk have been very much against most of the other races for quite a long time, and only until the war did we start slowly branching out towards others. So, it's taken us thousands of years to come this far, so I would call that progress. Forgive me, though, please. I did not mean to offend.
Yeah, okay.
You guys start walking towards what Told would kind of mention the village, and since you guys aren't sneaking, you guys kind of continue to walk until you see what looks like a village that looks like some of it has been like built, and then some of it seems like it's getting ready to be built. And you guys are on the left-hand side again. So you guys are coming up upon like old, like almost like this place has been starting to get farmed. Almost like you can see like some of the still like the soil is still churned. You can see the buildings and materials are like almost like they haven't degraded at all. They're covered with plants and stuff, and they are like they're destroyed, and you can see like a couple of these buildings are like fully collapsed. So like the ones with like the big old rock piles on them with wood, those are technically collapsed. I've written down kind of the how bad some of these buildings got destroyed. You can see there are plots of land that look like they are getting ready to be built on and kind of used to, you know, make houses and whatnot. And you could see Told kind of stops here as he's like, I will not go further than this. These lizard folk, they scare me a little bit.
It is best that way. If one of them were to see you and survive, they would know who caused the attack.
Yes. You see he starts hiding behind like a tree way in the back. But yeah, you guys see this village that is like you can see there's a major damaged building, a severe damaged, minor damage. Essentially, if you guys go into some of these buildings, depending on how you roll a dex or strength check, I would say strength for like controlling like your weight and all that. Whatever you prefer. You can either go through the building unscathed, or perhaps the building might, depending on how badly damaged it is, might kind of like have like falling debris or something that might hurt you guys. So
sneaking in, guys.
You guys do see like this is a big village, and go ahead and roll me a perception check, whoever's here, or whoever wants to.
I'm here. I'm here.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay, Neve. Yeah, sorry, I meant to say whoever wants to.
Yeah, I'm not going to notice anything useful, so I'm
okay.
not gonna
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, for sure. So Riven and Ubala, you two would notice what sounds like talking, like these kind of like barking of orders and then like arguing amongst themselves, and you can hear it like way far. And as you look back towards like the eastern part of like this encampment, you can do see there is a fort of some sort, of almost like a miniature like garrison type of building, but you can see some of the walls are collapsed, and it like it's pretty easy to get through. It doesn't look like it's, you know, keeping anything from anything. You do see there are several buildings here that are like fully collapsed. There are some that look like they are, you know, one of them looks like they have minor damage, and it almost looks like as if there's just like leaves and stuff growing on it and trees, but it still seems like it's pretty, like it hasn't degraded at all. And with what you see Hemlock talks, and he says, you know, it's quite fascinating that even through thousands of years these buildings have stayed like this. It's quite miraculous. These the environment here in the Feywild, sometimes I take it for granted. And I guess the wood here is also quite sturdy.
Yeah.
So,
what is the fort made out of? I'm sorry.
You just see it's made out of like stone. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Neve, as you kind of walk past like this building, it looks like it's still standing, but it definitely has some like major structural like damage. You kind of like with your passive, you would pass by, you would see there's like a window or like a hole that's like open. You do see there's like chairs and tables and like a bed in there, and like as you guys continue walking, you see Hemlock says, I will actually stay in the back this time. I will allow you all to head out first if you'd like. So feel free to move your tokens wherever you'd like.
Are we gonna be sneaking in, guys?
We should probably
famously dog shit stealth.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have good stealth, so.
Wait, what?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to try, but this party is not really built for stealth.
Yeah, your party is like pretty bad on stealth. The only one who's good on stealth
I'm
is
not really
you,
a
Ubala.
sneaky person.
Like, what's your I have dis and -1.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
could
I have
start
this
with
-2, I mean
with
+2.
Uvala. I think I got like a
I
+8.
got a +8. I got a +7.
I mean, if we roll decently, maybe we can balance out the average.
I feel because I have a random idea to actually just go and talk to him because of people I know.
I mean, if we gotta fight, we gotta fight.
I need some intimidation. How about that?
I mean,
Sorry, these guys are.
I'm shrouded in death. I can be intimidating.
So you know how like we came in with lizard folk, so Ubala hired them basically through one of her buddies. So she's probably gonna be like, "Hey, don't make me get so and so. How about you go work for so and so?" That's what my plan is. Out of character.
Depends on how big the reputation is, I guess.
I
Yes.
feel like it could go either way.
I'm all for it. I'd rather talk it out if we
That's
can.
not a
I'd
bad
rather
idea,
that.
honestly.
But
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to fighting either if we have to. See what happens.
Okay.
We're not stealthy, so talking is not a bad idea.
Yeah. So make ourselves known, but in a non-threatening presence. So probably a torch should be going.
Okay.
It's
So
eight, isn't
you
it?
guys aren't going stealthy at all. You guys are just walking up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep
Cool.
spread
Yeah, I
out,
think
guys.
so.
Like keep spreads enough, but that it's not suspicious. But keep it so that we're like a group.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys feel free to move your tokens wherever you'd like. You guys pass through the buildings.
I'll just say I'm gonna flank Ubala probably.
Okay.
For intimidation.
Gotcha. All right. Hemlock will follow up behind you guys.
Keyboard.
Which I imagine would probably get somewhere up here before they really catch
Yeah,
us.
you can see like the lizard folk doesn't really notice you guys. He seems to be slacking off. You see there's one like up on the like what looks like to be like a tower or like an end of the area. And you see as you guys are getting closer, you see the lizard folk kind of calls out, like barks out like "Rah, rah," and then like you hear like the other like this one lizard folk talking like, no, I am going to be in charge, not you. And they start kind of arguing amongst themselves. And as soon as they hear like that, like this call, they kind of look together like, everybody grab your weapons. And they start to grab their weapons. And like the main one kind of crawls over some rocks with like a few behind them after they grab a like a weapon. And after like a minute or two, they kind of head over like, what do you want?
You are the ones. Here we go. So how big is this guy?
He's not very big. Like he's like maybe 5 foot.
Oh shit!
4.
So
I'm
dwarf
4?
Yeah, he's like
He's
5'4", and this is like the
I like-
you can see he's like, I am the one in charge. Who goes there?
Yeah, don't worry, Ubala. Your muscles and adamantite plate and about a foot taller than him.
Good evening, my friend. Good evening. I am here to conduct the business.
What kind of business? Who are you? Who sent you?
I am the bewildering and radiant Ubala.
Look like tasty cat meat to me. And you hear
That is.
you hear like all his like buddies kind of chuckle behind him like a bunch of asshats.
As I do that, Riven's gonna kind of slam his glaive on the ground.
No need for violence here.
Make an intimidation check, Riven. With advantage. You see immediately he tries to hide it, but this lizard folk is obviously terrified.
You know, my friend is such shit, what's the fucking word for when it's like an undertone? Yes, that's probably it. No need for undertone threats, my friend. You know, Feywild would not like his best friend to be hurt like that.
You see at the name Fader, they all kind of look amongst themselves like, and they start kind of like whispering amongst themselves like, what? How do they know? Like what? What do you want then? You who knows Fey Eater?
Well, my friend, I unfortunately have been tasked with dealing with you and your tactics around the village of what kind of goblins are they?
Bark Rest.
Around
The Sunset Goblin Village. You can say either one.
the Sunset Goblin village,
Ah,
and
they sent
they're-
you? Those cowards didn't want to come themselves?
They are small. They are small little things like me, but you are big, so of course they would have to send somebody more your size.
Yes, I am big. I'm big and strong.
Yes, you are, and I see that you have quite a setup here, a good position. Yes, but
You hear, like, as you're talking, one of the other, like, lizard folk interrupts. It's like, you're not big and strong. I am big and strong. I am the leader. You're not the leader. And then, like, they start arguing amongst themselves again for, like, a solid...
Start instigating them.
Yeah, what do you say?
Your dominance. What about that,
I
bro?
don't know. Whatever you say to
Okay,
instigate it.
make a
got this,
persuasion
I
check.
got this.
Make a persuasion check then.
I know what to say to this.
What do you want to say?
Damn it.
I'm just like, if I'm looking for who is in charge, I
Oh,
need to know
God.
who is actually in charge here. If you're going to be acting like this,
You see, like, the one who's, like, also 5'4". The rest of them are pretty small too. They're like maybe 5 foot. Who has proficiency in insight?
I do.
Give me an insight check, Neve. Okay. You don't really notice much, but you see, like, the one is, like, starting to argue with the other. He's like, what are you doing? I am in charge. No, I am in charge. I no. And they start, like, kind of shoving each other until, like, a little one kind of goes past them, like, listen, friend, we mean no harm to you or your companions. Look, I have to be honest. We were kicked out of our clan. We are considered weak.
who is your clan
Well,
or was?
we come from the Winter Court, and we made the
Ah.
trip here. So, and you see, like, the other two are still arguing amongst themselves, and they start wrestling, pretty, like, loudly, and just kind of, like, start punching each other. They're not, like, going death blows, but they're just, like, straight up just.
Fight.
Yeah, pretty much. The other ones are fighting. This one's still kind of watching out. You see the little one comes up to you, who's like, we cannot go back to where we were from until we prove ourselves.
Well, you may never get that chance, unfortunately. That is not a threat, just to be clear. That I'm suggesting a different route, something more free to continue doing as you do now, but in a more organized manner. Unfortunately, if it seems that you are having trouble with leadership, so maybe I would suggest that you go and find employment.
You see the one who was like, they're done, like, kind of wrestling over here, says, "Hey, what are you doing, Bylak? Get over here." And this little one kind of runs over again, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say anything. He's like, no, it's fine. Look, we are here to prove ourselves as a clan, and we will go back to the Winter Court with a bounty, and it will be the goblins, or that's it.
Well,
I would
Nah,
suggest
physiology of
employment.
the
yeah. I think there's other ways. I don't know. That you
What
can-
about these goblins' physiologies as Winter Court?
I do not think this clan of yours, if they
Uh.
kicked you out for whatever reason, I will not inquire. I would say that I believe you could seek more honor and hunting opportunities if you were to work for Fade. I could put in a good word.
You see they look amongst themselves and kind of look back at the one who just kind of finished wrestling. This lizard folk says, well, we were discussing on hunting a bigger creature that dwells near here. It's only a few hours up the road, but if you kill this creature, we will leave. And we can take this creature back to our clan and show them that we did it. And everyone starts kind of agreeing, like, yeah, that sounds good. Yes.
What happens if you get kicked out again?
We die. They kill us.
Oh, okay.
But
I
if we
feel like,
show them we killed this creature, then they'll take us back and we'll be strong.
But you didn't actually kill it, so you wouldn't be strong.
Your strength will transfer to me.
That's okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you would not be coming to fight this creature with us to prove yourselves to yourself.
You see, they all look very like scared at one another. They just like look terrified at the thought. They're like, well, perhaps.
How did you even survive the journey here?
Well, we ran as fast as we could. We found this area here. We've been fortified, and nothing bugs us here.
This is a good opportunity for Grove to show how strong you are amongst your group, or to each other. And I would think, without any scars to prove yourselves, I do not know how your clan would react.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, fuck. No, come back. There we go. Persuasion with advantage.
Okay,
22.
And you will assist us in killing this beast.
Oh, yes, of course. This is a good opportunity for everyone.
They kind of look at each other like, very well. Come. And you see he kind of turns around and kind of goes back into the fort and gestures for you all to enter the fort.
Ubala's gonna give like a wink back to everyone, like, we got this.
Oh, I will say that's quite great conversational skills, Ubala. Well done.
Good, thank you. And I will follow.
Oh, and Leon, you were asking about like the goblins in the Winter Court?
Yeah. Do they seem to be like more adapted to the fall surroundings, or are they naturally just like anachronistic to it?
So these lizard folk, you do see they have like a much bluer tone skin, which you would imagine means that they are definitely
Skin
much
tone?
more skin tone. What did I say? Tone skin?
Tone skin.
Oh, dude, I am dyslexic as heck, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
I heard it as bluer toned skin.
Yeah,
So maybe
okay,
entirely-
that's probably what I meant to say, but who knows if I said that. Anyways, but yeah, you definitely seen that they seem to be more like adapted for the cold, which the Autumn Court is already kind of a little chilly already, so it's not like, you know, a major difference, but it depends where they lived. It seems like they lived pretty close to the edge, or at least to the coast, in order to make like a trip here, which, you know, it's quite far, but somehow they were able to get it done.
Sweet.
Yeah, but you guys head into the fort. You see there's like a building garrison that's still standing, and there's almost like a little office area next to it that's pretty much severely damaged, but it looks like you can try to enter it if you like. You can see these guys haven't gone in there at all. You can see like nothing's been disturbed. You don't see any like recent.
Yeah,
like,
I'll try to go in.
Which one are you going into? The bigger building, the one that says major damage, or severe damage?
I'll go to the major damage one.
Okay, so the major. So I will say severe is worse. Severe is worse than major. FYI, just.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So major's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Make a dexterity check or an athletics check, whatever's higher for you. So I think, yeah. Okay. Cool.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Athletic or acrobatics.
There you go.
So with the 22, you are like able to slowly step your way into this building. You hear like a couple things crumble, and a couple things, you know, fall down that kind of give you a spook. But you're able to kind of walk around, and it looks like there is some weapons, some like old weapons and stuff. Like it doesn't look like anything crazy. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. You can see as you go and you see like one of the you can see one of the lizard folk look at you and like, oh, he's going into the building. He will surely die. And you kind of tiptoe through it pretty well. You don't see anything that kind of stands out. It's a lot of it's covered in like debris and everything, and you're just like, you're pretty much afraid to like move anything or else you will damage something else. So
No, the weapons aren't any useful.
they look like just old rusted weapons.
Okay.
Vex, what are you doing?
Nothing. My bad.
Okay.
I was just playing with the app.
Vex, are you getting into the fort or are you staying outside of the fort?
I guess I'll keep eye out
Okay.
outside.
Okay, so you're gonna head inside. Vex, with your
Did everyone go inside? Can you guys hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone went inside the fort, so I'm assuming
I'll
you.
stay outside and keep watch.
Oh, okay, you're staying outside. Gotcha. Okay, so you stay outside of the fort while everyone else goes inside the fort.
I'm in this building.
Cool. Yeah, so inside this fort, you can see like there is a couple areas that are covered in like vines, especially this area here that's like majorly covered in vines. That looks like a boulder that's covered in vines, but you can't really see what's underneath. You don't really find much in there, Neve. You don't really find anything much. You feel like you found all you could, and then you want to slowly back out.
All right, can I try going in the other building?
Yeah, so you step out of that building and go into the other one. Go and give me an athletics check, please. 20. As you step in through the like the building itself, suddenly as you're like going through the front door, you see a beam kind of like starts to slant, like like a beam, full beam, like goes down. Go and give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Cool. Yeah, with that, you will take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as like a beam like puts you like just hits you, but it doesn't like lay you flat. You're not prone or anything. You're not stuck.
Just a little bonk on the head.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me an investigation check with disadvantage, please.
I'm gonna bonk you.
All right. Yeah, you like don't want to go any further because like you're afraid like some more stuff will.
My ass out of here.
Yeah. You. But as you're doing that, you're like, all right, well, we must prepare. This beast is quite dangerous. It's I don't. It's like a moose or a deer or something like that. Big.
A moose or a deer?
Yes.
You must elaborate a little bit.
Well, it's like made out of wood. It's
son of a bitch.
a big deer made out of wood.
Interesting.
Well,
Can I roll
why does that
a
sound
history
familiar?
check for pause because I've been here for a little bit? Maybe a bird or seen
Yeah,
it?
make a history check, please.
Oh,
Are we gonna end up being the villains of Princess Mononoke?
Princess Mono. Yes, that's exactly it.
Interesting.
Hold on, I'm gonna refresh.
Gotcha.
I don't know why, but I may have accidentally closed the character sheet. Huzzah! There we go. History check. And I got a +1. Fuck.
With a 13, I mean, you've heard of strange beasts kind of around the Autumn Court. You know it's not uncommon to have certain type of creatures be staples to the Autumn Court. And perhaps maybe this is one of them. Perhaps maybe it isn't. You're not sure.
Yes, I'm not sure of this creature you speak of. There's some familiarity, maybe. I'm not fully sure until we see it. But do you know of any of its tactics, possibly? Have you not been hunting it? Or at least tracking?
No, we haven't really been hunting it. We've been mostly trying to get the goblins and taking their food.
Doesn't really get you much.
No, but it buys us time. Thank you very much.
Time for what?
I don't know until we can
Okay.
get strong enough
Yeah.
to hunt it.
Yes, they were figuring out what they want, my friend. Don't worry. They were doing what they had to do.
Get plenty strong after this.
Yes, they're plenty strong. Everyone will be very strong after this. This will be a. So, where do you have a map, or do you know where the cave of where this thing is hiding?
Yes, it's only a few hours away. It's in like a pond or a lake or something like that.
Okay.
I will say, Leon, give me a perception check.
You know that Leon is specifically bad at perception, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like one of my goals with this character is to make him as dumb as possible while still being very, very like professional about it.
Uh-huh.
So It's important to me that he isn't perceptive, but here you go.
Okay, 15. Leon, as like they're talking, you're just kind of looking for anything interesting, anything at all. I mean, this is a thousands of year old ruin. There's got to be something interesting here. You turn and kind of look past, and you're kind of dozing off, and you gaze past where Neve and Riven are, and you kind of look towards, let me see if I can draw it here, this area here. You notice the shape, and it's like a oval shape, like a half oval. And you look, it's essentially almost like this half oval that is completely surrounded and covered by vines. And you look and you doze off and you kind of almost like do a 1,000-yard stare, and you realize that's not a rock that's underneath there. That's something else that's completely covered. It seems like there's intricate markings here and there, and you can tell by like certain parts of it. But that's what you notice. The rest of you are just kind of talking at the moment. But you see, they continue along. Yes, we haven't been hunting it, but we know where it's at, and we're not sure if we can take it. But with your help, we should be able to kill this beast.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna tie a rope around a rock.
Okay.
Around this rock right here.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Tie it to my waist. Same thing I did with the stone crabs because I don't trust the environment.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna start picking apart this. I'm gonna check the trees before I go like deeper into it.
Okay, it's not really trees. It's more like vines that are growing on top of something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look this stuff over. Does it look like normal? Not normal because nothing in the Feywild is normal.
Yeah.
But like, does it look mundane enough, or?
So you pull like a parts of the vine at the very bottom of like this giant. It's a pretty big oval. Like I would say it's like maybe a 15-foot tall, like half oval. That's like on the. It's almost like a boulder. But you start pulling some of the vines, you realize there's something metallic under here. Something large and metallic.
Okay. Ubala,
that is me, yes.
I need like 10 minutes.
Oh, you see the lizard folk look over to you like, oh, you're playing with metal rock. Metal rock is lots of fun.
What are you
Metal
trying to
rock
do, my
fun.
friend?
I'm gonna put on gloves.
Okay, cool. You put on. All right, yeah, you put on gloves.
Because I don't trust Jer with my bare hands.
Wow, rude.
Don't touch a chair with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, I know, right?
Look, when a lizard folk says that something is fun, you make sure not to have that fun be afflicted on you.
So you start slowly tearing away the vines.
I feel
Yep.
like that's discrimination.
Cool. As you start slowly tearing away the vines, you come to realize that this is some sort of automaton. And as like you are slowly kind of peeling away the vines, you finally get a full look at this automaton. And the rest of you guys can now see it too, as Leon kind of pulls it away, and even some of the lizards are like, what is that? You see it's almost
It's
it has
not native.
yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah. You see it's
But, like,
not active, but you see it almost has like most of its body buried underneath. You can see it has like a broken, maybe a tentacle or an arm that's kind of like out of the ground at the moment. That look like a stump. But as like you pull it away, it's like a metallic arm. You can see there's an eye in the middle that is just kind of not lit up at all. It's very much like a, what's a correct shape? Yeah, it's like an oval with like a head on top. I mean, you can see it just looks like some sort of ancient automaton relic. You can see there is a giant gaping hole in the middle of this thing at like the base. I would say the hole is like maybe about 2 to 3 feet wide in diameter, and it goes into it.
Yikes.
Am I the only one with narrow enough hips to fit in there?
You see that some of the lizard folk are small.
I mean, Ubala's pretty small too.
Yeah, Ubal is very small. You see Hemlock kind of speaks up. Oh, I wouldn't mess with that. That does not look safe to me.
I'm not you, and also I have knives.
Okay. You see the lizard folks start to surround this thing. Like, what is this thing? An ancient relic. They start kind of like gathering around, just kind of all with excitement. Cool. Anybody proficient in history?
Oh, fuck no.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't pay attention in class.
Sweet. All right. You guys just see this thing, and I will say, Leon, you see like the whole. Make an investigation check, actually.
Awesome. I have.
Yeah.
D4
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Leon's
And
tied to a
proficiency.
rope, yeah.
Get fucked, Jer. That's a
Oh
20.
my God, 20. You look.
That's a natural 11.
Before
natural.
you go on too far, Jer. Leon's tied to a rope, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm
Yep.
gonna hold my action to yank him back. if
Okay.
anything
Cool.
tries to
So you
grab him.
go by the rope. You grab Leon's rope as he goes and searches. Leon, you notice that the hole here is intentional. It seems like they're supposed to be something covering this hole, and inside it looks like a bunch of clockwork cogs that are all like tightened together, and you can see it's not. You can't really pull anything apart. Like you can't take anything out. It looks like you need a tool or something to take each individual piece apart. It almost like it's all intertwined. It's very, very.
There's nothing on it, but it's just needs to be like replaced or like just like refitted basically.
Yes. It essentially anything that is going to be taken out needs to be, so there is some sort of like way to take it out by something else, but there is something missing. You do see there's almost like a gem of some sort missing inside. Like I would say it's maybe like a fist-sized gem shape.
Cousin Ailfrey would have a fucking field day if she saw it. She'd also kill me, but that's in the point. Okay.
Like turtles.
Yeah, I've got nothing, but I am gonna write all this.
Cool. But you see the rest of them after like having this discovery of this ancient relic of this, some sort of automaton. They look back at you. The leader, quote unquote, says, "Well, should we get going and fight this beast?"
Yes. Well, let me understand your tactics first. I need to know what every one of your strengths is.
Well, first we were thinking we are going to run towards it and jump on top of it and stab it.
Right.
Yeah, I think that'll work out really well.
My friends, swords and the bows. Like, what weapons do you use?
Oh, most of us use swords, and then two of us uses bows.
Okay, good. So what I'm thinking is if you
Actually, you see, he looks at one of the lizard folk. Go get the boom boom stick.
Oh God!
And he
Yeah.
runs. He runs like into like the area where he was keeping watch, like up top here, and then he runs back down. And you see he's carrying some sort of stick with a hole. It's like
stick with a hole.
a stick with a hole. It's essentially a firearm. You see, he carries this type of weapon of some sort. Looks like a club with a hole at the end.
Boom boom stick.
Yeah,
Does it-
essentially. You can see he says, this thing is amazing. This thing shoot big.
Does do any of you know how to use it correctly? Or
He shot it
Any-
once, and that was it.
okay. My friends, I'm gonna turn to the rest of my group. Does anyone know what this is? I mean, I might roll my history as well, actually, on this, probably, right, or something like that.
Yeah, make a history check.
No idea.
I was like, would any of us be able to? No.
No. Mm-mm. Nope. I mean,
Garbage.
yeah, you have no idea.
No.
You see, he hits the metal object with the weapon. He just like hits like plunk. It hurt bad.
ma-
It's a club.
So it makes big booms? Is what I am
Once
assuming?
it did one
Once.
time, and then not again.
think I might
And do
understand.
you can't figure out how to make it boom again?
No,
Okay.
we don't know.
That is fine. Well, do you mind if we have our very smart friend over here, Mr. Leon? Would you please examine this item during our trips?
We're taking it with us.
Yes. What it looks like. It sounds like a good tool.
I'm not a machine person. Well,
I
I want to make that abundantly clear.
I did not ask you to look at the machine. I asked you to look at the boom boom stick, my friend. I do not know what
I'm
that.
afraid. I don't know. I
You-
like nature more than people, but I can look at people. Yeah, or people-made objects, I guess. Yeah.
You are the smart one. Please, use your brain for this examination.
Cool. Have I seen a gun before?
Nope, you have not.
Okay.
Make an investigation check.
As we all know, I have a.
Oh my god, dude!
Rev.
What the fuck?
This is a boom boom stick. That's like.
Yo, this is a boom boom stick.
I can't believe it. I can't. This character is specifically good at this one thing.
See, yes, we will examine it on our trips later on, and we will see what happens. In the meantime, we must strategize.
Yeah.
We must go fight this creature and get it, please.
You said it is in a lake.
Yes, it
Or
sleeps.
pond.
It sleeps in lake. The deer sleeps in a lake.
Okay. You don't need
And
to yell.
there's you wish to jump on top of it.
Yes, we jump on top of it and stab it till it dies.
How
Yeah.
big is it?
I don't
Certainly.
know. We didn't get close enough.
Okay. And there is no
strategy for your
Our,
tribe.
our strategy is attack.
how is the tree line around the lake?
It's a little
Tall
empty.
trees?
No, it's a little empty around.
What about the rocks?
There's a little bit of rocks.
Not tall.
No, not really tall.
Okay. Okay. And how far is the more dense tree line from the pond?
I mean, it's a little bit of a walk,
Okay.
like a sprint to the tree line.
Sprint to the tree line.
Yes, from the lake to the tree line,
How many seconds of sprinting?
like 5.
Okay. Okay. Maybe we could lead the creature. Does it come out of the water?
We don't know.
Okay.
We
Just making
didn't.
sure.
We didn't attack it yet. All right.
Making sure that it does not wander on its own and such.
I don't know. I know it just sleeps there. We've seen it go in and that's it. So maybe it came out.
Okay. Oh, it goes into water. Okay.
Yes.
I just want to confirm if it walks on land or not.
I don't know. I saw it go in water.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure I'm getting all the details. So what I am going to suggest is that we have your two folk with bows ready to flank the creature from one side to the other. And then, unfortunately, it sounds like we're going to have to take a frontal charge.
Yes.
That's what I
Frontal
didn't want to
charge.
do.
Yes. Frontal charge. We attack beast. We kill it and we go home.
But at the
Yep.
same time, we must flank. So what I would suggest is that we, at the same time, we all attack from the side, but we must lure the creature out first. We will have one person be decoy. We will bring out the creature, and then everybody will charge the creature from the sides. The bowman will stay, and everybody else can maybe jump on it.
You see, they scratch their heads.
Okay, so just follow everyone else's lead. Follow my friends here's lead. Just stay behind, and when we start attacking them, start jumping on it. Maybe try to trip it.
So we wait for you to attack. Okay.
We attack at the same time when we say charge or something like that.
Okay. You see, they start kind of packing up their stuff at the moment, and
Is
what's up?
everyone good with this plan?
You see they all
Yes.
nod.
And my friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
there's
good
no
to me.
there's no issue here, so go for it.
I think this sounds great.
I will suggest, and if you don't mind me saying, but
Hey, maybe you should be the bait. No.
I was going to say, if I don't know what the I don't know how much of a beast this thing is, but things have a natural order here, and this thing might be living in peace. And no offense to you, lizard folk, but you all actually are a threat here to the survival of the Feywild. So I don't know. Perhaps it's just my the history that I have with this place, but I would actually not feel comfortable joining you all for this escapade. I do not want to see one of the creatures of the Feywild, or at least of the Autumn Court, die. If you don't
Cool.
mind.
Do you want to sit here and wait with the giant 15-foot tall automaton?
I actually don't know what that is either, so
Insight.
make an insight check.
Not me. Oh, actually, I have a decent insight because I.
Oh! So he doesn't really have facial expressions because he's a mushroom person, but ever since he found, or Leon found the this automaton, he's been looking at it constantly.
Oh.
And
Is this one of the King's war machines?
Make a history check.
I have shitty history. But
All right,
okay.
make one. Yeah, you can make one anyway.
Hey,
You got to roll high
look,
though.
I got a nat 20 with the 0, right?
Yep. Nope.
Oh, that's a 6. I should
Yeah, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Ubala is going to.
Sorry, I'm just making random guesses because
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I think I'm right, but I'm not. That's not the point.
Okay. Make a history check, Ubala.
Oh, I mean, I guess I can too.
Yeah.
I don't have good history.
Yeah,
No.
nothing. But yeah,
But-
you just notice Hemlock just keeps looking at the thing. Like he says, I think I'll be fine here.
Ubala is gonna like lean back. She's gonna get on her hind legs and put one paw over the other, and she's gonna like stare at him like you're lying.
I will be staying here. I have no need for any of this.
What is it, my friend? I know you know something. What is the machine?
I do not want to speak of this, if you don't mind. Please, you all can go ahead and kill this beast if you need to, but just know it's probably not the best thing to do for the environment and for the balance of the Feywild, and I hope you all are successful, at least in your endeavor.
This is going to be the smaller violent problem, I would say. But
Can we get a quick side huddle away from the whatchamacallit?
From the
What do they
lizard
call
folk?
it? The lizard folk? Yeah, like where they can't hear us, we can talk.
Yeah, you guys can step away where they can't hear you.
my friends, we're going to go have a quick preparation talk. You do as you need to do.
Okay, yes. You see they sharpen the weapons and start getting ready.
Guess I'll just move over here then for now.
Yeah, you guys get in your own little area.
I think that we should just lead them there, and then they can just get killed by it, and then that's it.
My friend, if we are in the general area with them, do you not think that this creature will assume that we are hostile with them and attack us?
I don't know. Find some way to dupe them or something. You're smart. Figure it out.
Honestly, I'm probably the better candidate for figuring that one out. Just like Ubala's probably not as machine. Whatever. Point is, I'm probably the best solution here. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the creature likes or doesn't like, but if I did, I could probably figure out. It's probably a scent thing, honestly. If I could just. I mean, I can handle that for myself, but not for anyone else.
I see no reason for trickery. I am merely trying to survive, just as we are.
Yes, and I not to say that I am all for just lizard folk. I am all for more intelligent and sentient creatures surviving over beasts. and so on. I do not know what we are against, but I am not for killing off lizard folk, as I am very good friends with one, more business partner, but I prefer not to upset my friends.
Are you guys near Hemlock at all, or are you guys like staying away from him too?
He
can
he's
do
keeping
whatever
his
he
distance,
wants,
right?
honestly.
He's been keeping his distance. I
Hemlock is
haven't
his
moved my
own man.
token up.
You see he's been keeping his distance from the machine for sure. With your
Yeah.
nat 20, you definitely know he's staying away from this machine.
I mean, if
Yeah.
we're trying to get distance from Hemlock, we should probably go outside the walls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
I
can.
didn't realize we were gathering around Hemlock.
Personally, I like Hemlock. I think he can.
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
can hang.
He can
I
hang.
think he has information
I
that
don't.
we
I
need.
think that not killing the seemingly important
Look,
beast.
I
is
will
important.
I will say your goal here was to at least get the lizard folk to leave. So, I mean, you have to understand there's a lot of history between.
We could lead them out into the forest on our trip and just like ambush them and kill them.
Yes, Ubala, didn't you say you were going to tell them to charge when it was time, and we could just leave them there, and that's it. That has to be the end of it.
I kind of want to stick around and see how the creature fights them.
Flight, what are you, by the way? Just
A
curious.
barbarian, double
You're
barb.
Okay.
And
And how did we pick up Hemlock again?
He's assisting Valera.
Yeah, he's guiding us. Basically.
Yeah, he guided you guys to the Goblin Village because without him you'd be lost.
Yeah.
We respect your wish to keep this beast alive. However, I see no reason to kill these people either, unless it comes to this. Tricking them is no better than lying to them and killing them ourselves.
Yes.
If we're going to cause them to die, we do it here.
Mr. Hemlock, could you tell me what do you think the Cirrus would think?
Well, she would honestly quite agree with me. I don't know if you know the history of what these folk have done here to the Feywild. They are a scourge to our people, to the creatures, to the natural order of the Feywild. These lizard folk have been spreading like a disease themselves.
But I know that, Jerry. I am a mon.
You are I think you were like a sage, right? That was your background? Or what was your background? I can't remember. I would actually, no, you don't need to check. Yeah, it's very common knowledge. The lizard folk here they're not natural to the Feywild. They obviously came here, prior to the Millennial War and then kind of spread around. Like they can reproduce very quickly, and during the Millennial War they were used quite a bit for like against the Feywild, and with that they kind of started hunting fairy folk because that is the preferred targets. And with that, they just continued spreading throughout the other courts and then just became a plague.
Something I'm reminded of is Coyote's adaptation, where they can just have more babies if the carrying capacity of their community is large enough to carry more babies.
Mm-hmm.
So like the U.S. government tried to like murder like 1 million coyotes or something, and then they succeeded, but then the same amount of coyotes came back the next year because there were just more coyotes.
Yeah, exactly. So the lizard folk are pretty much like spreading just all over and are very like, although they hide in the swamps, they're still kind of a menace. And there's a lot of bloodshed between the lizard folk and the Feywild.
Yeah. Even if they are such a scourge on the land, they are still sentient creatures, and they are.
Yes, but they have no regard for any life except their own.
Yeah, they're inherently evil.
They are also.
Calm down there. Don't want to go down the path of the Nazis.
Yeah, they have been living here for quite some time, and they have been, I guess you could say, bred by. In time to do such things, yes, but I mean, how many things? I mean, I am not native to this place. Some of my friends here, I'm assuming, are not as well.
I mean, instead of assimilating with the land and its people, their first thought was to steal food and then go kill some random beast they found. That is a little telling.
this is survival, survival of fittest. But if we can make them leave the area and leave the Fey folk alone, then this should be better for them.
Yes, but they will then just harass other people. It won't just be them.
They will return to wherever they come from, and she'll look over her shoulder to make sure no one's like listening to her.
No, they're still just like kind of sharpening their shit and just kind of arguing amongst themselves.
And honestly, if they go back to the,
They don't seem like the smartest or the strongest lizard folk.
Yeah, it's just I want the numbers for like, cannon fodder. And my friend, it's more likely that they're going to die against the beast, and also if we do succeed on our way back, their way back to the Winter Court, they're even more likely to die. It's a what is this the saying? The dog eat world or something like that. I do not know.
Look, you all can decide what you want to do. I cannot stop you. You outnumber me, and frankly, I'm not much of a fighter either. So, I will leave you to whatever your decision is, but know that I do not support the killing of a beast.
I do not support it either.
See, Reeve is with me.
Do not support anyone here.
The balance. If you kill this beast, whatever it may be, if it is powerful enough, then perhaps it'll throw off the balance and something else will be mad. And I don't know if this beast belongs to any Archfey or if it's just its own spirit of the Autumn Court, but, you know, I don't want to take chances.
Does he know that we're chosen?
No, he does not.
Oh, he does not.
No, we were told that kind of like some people don't like that. So.
Yeah.
Well, he can suck it then. Oh. My friend, I respect your opinion, and what I do not understand the technicality or not the characteristics of this beast, but it sounds more like I would. I know that you're not talking about still. I would prefer to let a sentient creature live. Anyways, we must get going. I would prefer that we get this over with.
Very well.
If this is a beast of the Archfey, he makes a fair point.
Yeah, I don't think it's really worth the risk here. It's not really equal here.
The Archfey is not something to trifle with.
And even if it's not an Archfey's beast, it could be just a spirit of the Autumn Court. And that's just as bad, if you ask me.
My friend, you do not have to encounter it, but perhaps you could come with us and tell us if it is or not. I
mean, I wouldn't know, but I just know if it's a powerful beast that they say, and from what it sounds like, an elk or deer usually doesn't live in water, so this must be a spirit animal of some sort. And I do not wish to be involved in the murdering of a spirit animal. So.
Very well, very well. We shall see what happens first. Maybe we'll change our mind on the way. We have time. But let's get going. Let's get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of Dodge.
Are you guys following the lizard folk, or what's going on here?
I mean,
because I know Neve is still on the fence.
Yeah, fucking.
I don't think we should kill it. I don't think the lizard people are worth that much.
If anything, I kind of want to see one of them dead so then I can, look through their physiology. But...
I will say, these people will eventually have to pay for their crimes once the Feywild is back in order.
I care not for the history of your people, no offense.
No,
the
nor does
Tyranids.
anyone. And that's quite all right.
This is not why I was put here. But quickly leaving them when told that we would help them. That does not sit right with me. If we kill them or let them die, I would prefer to kill them here.
Well, then do so. I can assist in this. Look, I will tell you, I do have some leftover anger from the history of these people. I will confess, I'm quite angry myself for what's going on and what's happened. And I will be willing to have that on my head.
Ubala, like, she can't even like rub like the bridge of her nose kind of thing.
Yeah, I say we kill him.
She's gonna like look around, like she doesn't even know which one to talk to now, because she knows Riven would be willing to kill him. Probably doesn't care.
The main thing Riven gives off, he doesn't want to trick them. He doesn't care if you kill them or kill the beast. He doesn't want to trick them. Whichever one he sided with, he's going to commit to. That's kind of the thing with him.
Yeah. And then I don't know what Leon is thinking. They want to go to investigate the beast, and then
Leon at least wants to get near the beast if whatever happens.
yeah, and they told us what direction to go for it, right?
He just pointed like a random, or not a random, but he pointed like south.
So it's south. So there's.
He said a
always
couple hours south, so I mean, you could try to track it by yourselves after.
Yeah.
We could also ask the goblin. He might know something about it since he's native to this area.
Yeah. My friends, if you really wish to just not do this, I mean.
Oh, hold on.
yeah.
Let's we should grab Vex before we do this.
I guess Riven will go over.
Cool.
Kind of tap Vex on the shoulder. Do the head jerk thing, like follow me. Whether or not he follows
To a
him or not.
decision. What are we doing?
We're gonna kill him.
I believe we're going to kill these lizard folk.
Just don't make it obvious at first. Get yourself in a good position, please.
Of course. You see they kind of stand in their group. The lizard folk looks up and is like, "Are we ready to go fight this beast and kill it for our clan? We become strong."
Yes.
Definitely ready to fight something.
Yeah.
Riven will kind of lower his head.
Jesus.
Riven will kind of lower his head and be like, I am sorry, but we are not willing to take the risk to
I
kill.
said set yourself
wild
up in a
beast."
position first.
Perhaps you shouldn't be in front of me then. Get out of front of me.
I mean, Ubala's small, so you just tower over Ubala. As you walk towards them, they like, what are you doing? What is this? You see Hemlock, his hand turns into like a club. We're doing what's right for the Feywild. Roll initiative, everyone.
Yeah, I said get in position first, guys. Jesus.
Oh, shine.
11.
EA Sports.
Yes.
3.
Hey, 3 games.
Tree
Your
tree.
deck's higher than mine.
Okay. Riven, what's your initiative?
3, but I have a -1.
Ooh.
So he goes first.
What is Neve?
3.
Oh, 3.
With a
Jesus.
one.
But he has a +1.
All right. Leon, what's your initiative?
11.
11. Ubala, what's yours?
15.
15, and then Vex.
10.
10. All right. I'm going to go for Hemlock, and then the Lizard Folk. I'm going to roll all for 1 for the Lizard Folk. So the Lizard Folk,
Yeah, I hope they won.
they got a 16.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going to roll for a Hemlock now. Okay, you got a 10. Not bad, not good.
Average.
Hemlock probably has a higher... Vex, what's your dex?
18.
Okay, so you actually go first before Hemlock.
Nice.
All right, so first up, are the lizard folk. You see, they
Oh,
kind of look at you guys like, what are you all doing? No, you can't do this to us. After Riven obviously pulls out his blade and says kind of sorry and apologizes for what's going to happen. Because you did so well in your intimidation check, Riven, go ahead and roll me just one more intimidation check.
We got advantage or no?
No, just flat. Okay, 10. I'll
Flat
say
average.
2 of these guys start to run.
Yeah.
So
Alright. That lowers the numbers down, so that's fine.
this guy and then this guy just run. They start booking it like, we can't do this. And they're like, no, we want to survive. And kind of just start running away. Now the other ones will go ahead and go. The other 6. So this guy will go up to Ubala. 5, 10, 15. All right, it goes here. This guy will go here.
Yeah.
2 gold per stroke of my fur. Don't mess it up.
CJ, that is within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, and then this guy will
Actually,
go.
this guy's gonna go there. So
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then this guy will run up
Rich.
to Leon. And then there's 2 more I missed, I think. Yeah, there's 2 more. Because that's 1,
we're-
2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, that's it. Yeah, go and
Yeah.
roll. Yep, go and roll.
This guy, yeah. 15.
15 hits.
Takes 4 slashing, and it will be blooming blade. So is he going to continue the rest of the 5 feet with the energy left on him?
No, he's actually going to stop right in front of you.
Well, I have a 10-foot reach, good sir. So he'd have to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he'll keep going. Yeah. So go and roll.
I'll take the
Roll some more.
Extra 3 thunder.
3 thunder. Okay, cool.
As the energy erupts as he keeps moving.
Okay. He looks very hurt. These guys are not that great. All right, so these lizard folk didn't use all their movement, so they'll actually make an attack. So the one will make an attack on Ubala. We're going to go from left to right. So the one attacking Ubala, we'll go ahead and try to attack Ubala first. First attack and only attack misses. The 2 are going to go ahead and try to strike Neve. 2 of them are going to strike Neve. So first attack on Neve. What's your AC, Neve?
13.
13, that misses, yeah.
Nice.
Second, that's going to hit.
Yeah,
You take 4 points of slashing damage. Then 2 are going to hit Riven. That's going to miss. That's also going to miss. And then
Just
one of them,
bounces off the plate
yeah.
armor.
one of them will hit Leon. That one's going to hit, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 16 AC.
Oh, you have, okay, they got a +2, so they got a 17.
Yep, that's why I said hit.
Okay, sweet. All right, so Leon, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
Cool, I go to 7.
Very nice, dude. Level 1, baby. Let's go. Next up is Ubala.
That is me, my friends. Welcome, welcome.
You see the one that's slashing at you. What are you doing, trader?
She's just gonna hit Ubal, just gonna shrug. And then okay, so he's not within 5 feet. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess I could move over, and then I could do the sneak attack shit on this guy.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, if someone just gets this dude out of my melee range, I can be a lot more.
As all you guys' melee range 10 feet.
No. This guy right here.
Oh,
This guy.
yeah.
If that guy was not there, I could use my sharpshooter attacks.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
So I can use my. Okay, so yep, I'm gonna use the sneak attack on this guy as well.
Alright.
But I'm gonna do a normal dagger attack.
Gonna make an
So
attack
that
roll.
is a +5.
Oof, that definitely hits on him.
And that
And
is
sneak attack.
6, and then I add 1d6, an extra d6 in there. Okay.
I thought it was 2d6 for rogue.
It just says 1d6. I think it's because I'm a level 1.
Yeah, not at first at all.
I thought it was because I thought it scaled by 2 as well.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Oh, no, it's 1.
Oh,
Okay, never
so
mind.
do it third.
Jesus.
Again.
All right, well. Yeah, go to roll.
D6,
Yeah,
D6.
yeah, go to
Yep.
roll d6. He's on
So-
death's door as well. He's not.
Flashes his little Achilles like, yeah.
Ah!
Ubala just fucking coming in there with a dagger
Yeah.
in her mouth. Like, excuse me.
Okay.
And I do not have a bonus action.
Okay.
So
All right. After that, it is going to be Leon. It is your turn.
Yeah, I don't think it really I don't think disengaging will do anything. I think I'm gonna do some dagger attacks.
Okay. So first one is or I think you only have one attack, right?
Bonus action, dual wielding.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. So the dual wielding actually wouldn't have your proficiency or anything, but you'll still hit.
So it's 2 damage.
Yeah. You'll still hit. Yep. Cool. Sweet. He looks hurt, but not on death's door, obviously.
I just want to be out of melee range.
Yeah. Anything else, Leon? Or is that it?
That's it. Can you kill this guy for me?
Next up is Vex. You are up, Vex.
I'll be able to like one-shot anybody if I just don't have anyone on me.
All right, is there? I'm not near my screen, but I'll just take a shot with my short bow at whichever one is like hurt or at least within 5 feet of anyone.
Okay, yeah. So the one in front of Leon, then. Yeah, why not?
All right, yeah, I'll take a shot there. 1 sec. I have the app on my phone.
Gotcha.
Combat.
There's an app for this? What the hell?
Yeah, it got much better. This is now a lot more usable.
Yeah. 9's a miss. You shoot your short bow and the arrow just flies by as the lizardfoot looks at you like, what are you doing?
Short bow. That's a miss. Bonus actions. Level 1.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, no, that's it. Actually, I'll use some movement, get some cover. Is there anyone near me I could use as a shield?
No, but there is like the rubble that's behind you can climb around.
Can I work with that to make anywhere at least like I got like half cover?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll say you can use it like for like half cover
Oh yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
I'll do that then.
Cool. Sweet. So you kind of run
That's my
back
turn.
behind the rubble and then are able to hide back. Next up is Hemlock. Hemlock will run up to the lizardfolk right in front of you, Leon, and also try to take a crack. He will use a unarmed strike as he goes over and says, "No worries, I have this." And he goes over. His hand turns into a club, and he makes an attack.
Oh, that's cool.
That's going to hit. This guy looks hurt, and he's going to make a bonus action attack with this same hand as well. Oh my god, he
Hey.
kills this guy.
Whooping
Oh
ass.
yeah, I'm able to do things now. Suck it.
Oh, there we go. You see his very monkish style that he uses.
I'm waiting for him to come up with a tally ho.
Yes, tally ho! Cool. That was Hemlock's turn. That's all he has. Is in. I guess he'll actually. No, he'll stay there. Next is Neve. Neve, you're up.
I need to eat this peach healy thing that we got earlier.
So that'll be a bonus action if you want to roll for the dice. Cool. So go ahead and. So if you're gonna do that, roll 2d4 plus 2.
Keep in mind, Eve, if you do bonus action, you won't be able to rage.
Oh yeah, you won't be able to rage.
I need the healing though.
Are you already hurt? Oh yeah, they already hit you
I
once.
did-
Yeah.
they took
Dude,
the
I got
building
hurt in the
damage,
building
too.
and I never.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Totally forgot about that.
What you could
So-
do.
All right, 6. You gain 6 HP back, and you lose your bonus action, and now you have an action still, so you can still attack.
Alright, I'm making a great sword attack.
Go for it.
on the one right in front of me, I guess.
Jesus. Okay. One of them. So this guy you kill, right?
Yeah.
So you kill him, and the one next to him, I'll say like you kind of cleave in a little bit. He is very hurt.
The one to the left or the right?
The one to the right. That's at the bottom. This guy right here.
Okay.
He looks very
Frank
hurt.
him, John.
I'm assuming that's your turn.
Yeah.
Riven.
Right.
Oh, and they have
He's dead.
there's-
Yeah, he's dead.
there-
He's dead. It doesn't matter.
Well, the one has his speed reduced by 10.
That's just collateral. It's not the main target.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the main target, so it doesn't get the disadvantage
Gotcha,
stuff. Yep.
gotcha.
Riven.
Alright.
Yep.
between these two, which one looks more hurt?
They both look very hurt, like very, very hurt.
All right, I'll green flame blade the one to my right. This guy.
Gotcha. Go for it.
He's within 5 feet. See if I even hit first.
That's a hit. These guys aren't that
Yeah.
great.
All right, well that one takes 4 slashing.
He is
This
dead.
Green flame blade. These black and purplish flames kind of extend out, and will also hit him for my charisma modifier of 3 damage.
All right. You do kind of the same thing. You kill both of these guys as they, one of them gets cut to death, and then the other one just starts to burn up from the cleaving.
The extra, the flames
Yeah.
that spring off of it.
Yeah.
With that, I'll bonus action, and I'll use Raven Queen's Blessing.
Oh.
Riven kind of deforms into like this mist as he flies over the battlefield for a moment, and then reappears on this side. And I'll use a hero action to try and hit this guy.
Oh snap! Okay, go ahead and use your make an attack roll, please. You kill him too. You. He was also on death's door. You just instantly teleport behind him and kill him.
So yeah, he turns into this mist mid battlefield after taking these guys and just lands on him with his spear or with his glaive down, landing on him as it pierces through him.
Sweet. After that, it is going to be the one lizard folk who looks at Ubala with like a lot of hate, like, "Get back here, you traitor!" And he'll go over and try to attack Ubala. Natural 1. He fails. He cannot get any attack off. Ubala, it is your turn.
You're gonna see that, and she's gonna like he probably like tried to like lunge at her in the ground, and she just stares at him like, really, okay. And then she's gonna like cut his face with her dagger, hopefully.
Make an attack roll. Oh, the other two that are still running, they just continue running. Natural 1 on Ubala. You see, this lizard folk also ducks out of the way, like, "Nice try, traitor."
You were talking confidently.
And that's it for her.
Leon, you're up.
Dog, I need to like get to mastermind.
Okay, time to do some
time
damage.
now.
Okay, who's not hurt?
The only one left that
One.
looks like is just one who's not hurt.
He's not hurt?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm gonna do 2 Hail Mary attacks against this guy, and hopefully one of these hits.
Oh my god, is it magic stone?
Bam, bam. That's
10 misses, and the other one misses too, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. AC
Okay.
is 11.
in my defense, sharpshooter's cool.
Yeah. You
Also
throw
knows
both
a
of
bit
these
like
magic
that.
stones, and he just moves out of the way, like, no.
Talking
Several
confidently for
friends.
someone
I
who just
know.
lost 5 friends.
Vex, you're up.
Balance.
Vex. My god, Annie's dead.
Alright, I'm back. Alright. Is there another lizard alive still? I'm gonna take a shot
One
at it.
more.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot with my short bow.
Ten misses.
Damn, I'm not doing good this encounter.
Cool.
That's about it.
All right, next is Hemlock. Hemlock will go over to...
One Hemlock bonk.
Come on, Hemlock.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hemlock will go over and be like,
Start throwing hands.
Ellie ho!
"You all need to leave now." And he goes and makes an unarmed strike. That hits, and then he'll make a bonus action unarmed strike.
Oh,
That one misses. This guy's very hurt. He looks at Hemlock, says, "I will rip the skin from you and eat it."
I don't know
As
if
he's
that counts,
bloodied.
man.
And then next is Neve.
all right. Can I be in the same space as
You can-
Bala?
You can move here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go here. You never
Make a
know.
swing.
He's dead.
He's dead. He's absolutely dead. You just cut him in half as he falls, as the other two you can hear are just running for their lives at the moment. And
Nice.
that's the end of initiative for you guys.
All right. Let's loot these guys.
If you want to loot them, make an investigation check. 18. With an 18 on the quote unquote leaders. Yeah, on the leader, you would find a blue geode. Like it's maybe like a fist size blue geode, and it's very sparkly. Yeah, you see, like, as you look at it, make an Arcana check, Riven.
Oh boy.
I wonder what that goes to.
Yeah. You do see it's like a natural rock formation. It's not like a crystal. You kind of compare it with your investigation. I'll say you compare it with like the automaton, and it doesn't really match, but it does look very interesting. You see some almost like some electric current running through this geode. Now, Ubala, you look on another body and you find a orange type gem that looks like the same shape as the automaton.
Ah. My friends, I think I found the answer to our machine thing.
Slap that thing in.
You also, whoever's looting, you find 13 bolts and then 20 arrows between the other ones.
I mean, I don't care about either of those. I guess I'll
Cool.
give the arrows to fucking Vex.
Yeah, I'll distribute those.
Yeah.
to
These guys don't have any gold on them, but they did have like these two things they found.
I'll pocket the geode.
Okay. Yeah, you pocket the geode.
Riven's gonna start piling the bodies up.
All right. You start
Hey,
playing.
Jerem.
What's up?
Over, like...
Okay. If I cast snare around the automaton, right?
Yeah.
It says when a creature moves onto the ground or the floor in the spell's radius. Would it getting up count as moving onto the floor?
I would say moving onto the floor.
Its feet now touch it.
Could be entirely there. This thing is half buried.
Yeah, it is very much half buried. I will say sure.
I said we just.
Cool.
Which, also on that note...
And I think
if Riven's
before
gonna cast a
we insert the
creature,
power source, I definitely cast
Okay.
like,
You cast snare on it.
I
well, around it.
Around it? Gotcha.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you see Hemlock as you guys are like looking at that thing and look at the gem Ubala, and then he says, "Don't put that thing in there, please."
What are you talking about?
Awakening something that may be dangerous is the first way to die.
Yes, it's that's not a
poor idea.
that is a dangerous machine over there.
Oh. Maybe
I'm a
you can
scientist,
tell
my
me
job is-
about it.
You do realize that if you wake it up, it'll kill you, Leon.
I can still
So,
take notes.
will you tell me about it, or
If you hand me over the gem, I will tell you about it.
what if I want to sell the gem?
I will let you sell it as soon as you give it to me. I just want to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere near that thing.
Magic coin. Can we defeat this automaton? Flip it.
You flip it? Roll a D100?
Let's go.
You get... No, you can't.
Riven is gonna fucking move in front of it and be like, "Look, this isn't a good idea." I'm gonna try
I
and
don't think
block
it's a
it.
good idea to try and awaken this thing, guys. I don't think we have a chance.
We don't know
Ubala's
what
just
this
gonna
is.
pocket her fucking new gem.
Very well. Long ago, between the war and the Millennium War, there were machines and weapons that were made specifically to hunt down the Fey folk. And I believe this is one of them. And if you would awaken it, I would assume that it would kill any who are Fey related. And massacre them.
But maybe you.
Yes, me and perhaps Leon. And even Vex over here.
Eh?
Regardless, it is something I do not want to trifle with.
Yes, and it's quite dangerous, so I would suggest we leave it alone and let it continue to rest. There are quite a bit of buildings around here. Perhaps we can find some more things.
Mm.
The buildings are very dangerous, but yes, we could do this.
You all may search. I have a ritual.
Yeah, I
to
want to
attend
look for
to.
really cool shit.
Maybe there's something under the fort.
Ooh, yeah.
Cool.
There's just staircase over here.
So that's actually the
I saw
top.
when I went in
Yeah,
the-
that's
oh,
that's the top. Yeah, there is no. You didn't see any stairs going to the bottom. I mean, you only went so far in there anyway.
Okay, I see now.
Yeah. You could try going in there again, and the DC will be higher for you.
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, if you guys want to investigate any of the buildings, let me know which ones, and then I will,
As they do, whatever they do, whether it be investigating or not, Riven's going to pile up the bodies, kind of clear out a spot.
Yep.
The clearing. He's going to start burning them.
Cool.
Because disease, obviously. He's going to kneel, and he's going to hold his amulet and start giving a prayer to the Raven Queen that they have a safe passage.
Cool. You start praying for them.
He does that for all the dead, be it
So why do
monster or
you
not.
why do you
Cool.
burn them?
Disease.
What does that mean?
The disease.
Any disease, whether it be the one that kills fey folk, or that spread by natural corpse rotting.
I see.
I'm pretty small. I think I could search the buildings.
All right.
Yeah, you should.
Give me an acrobatics or athletics check, Ubala. Which building are you gonna investigate first?
Which ones have been investigated already?
I mean, you know
Just
that
the-
like Neve only got so far into both of them before quickly coming back out, so you would imagine that she didn't get in there quite well.
Okay. Well, athletics or acrobatics, you said?
Yeah, athletics or acrobatics. Which one? Which one are you going into?
I go on the severe one.
Okay, so the severe damaged one. Cool. Go. Yeah,
Yeah.
go and make an acrobatics check, please.
Yeah, I already.
Maybe
That's a good one,
advantage because I'm super small. No.
No. Okay.
Ugh.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh.
All right, you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hey guys, I'm knocked out.
You guys hear like part of like the roof collapse on Ubala, and you don't see Ubala come back out.
Very well. Oh, and well, they're not dead yet. Damn, Jared.
Sorry, not
yeah.
dead.
First message, generally towards Ubala.
Uh-huh.
Are you okay?
You don't get a response back.
Riven will stand up from his, kind of give out a sigh, stand up. He's gonna go grab the cat.
Okay. Ubala, give me a death saving throw.
Fuck.
And then Riven, go and give me an acrobatics or athletics check. Okay, that's one pass. Go and give me another. You actually give me a dex saving throw too, Riven. Okay. Okay. You only take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As you like go through this severely damaged building, you see Ubala on the ground, just kind of unconscious with like some debris of the roof on top of her. Ubala, go ahead and give me another death saving throw. I'm assuming you scoop her up and then take her out.
Yeah, he's gonna grab her by the nape of her neck.
Cool. All right.
And as he grabs her by the nape of her neck, he's going to pump 1 point of lay on hands into her.
Cool. All right. You pump 1 point of lay on hands. Ubala, you are suddenly kind of awakened as you're pulled out as both of you are out of this house now. Which at that point, this house collapses.
Yeah, you wake up by the nape of your neck. You feel this almost warm sensation kind of go over you, despite it being this black, kind of shadowy aura that kind of caresses your body.
My friends,
Perhaps
don't
not
go
the
in back
smartest
there.
idea. Yeah, it collapsed. Not happening.
Somebody with more meat, please go to the buildings. Thank you, my friend, for saving me.
And he'll kind of
I already
set you.
got.
He'll set you down,
at
let go
once.
of the back of your neck, and then he's gonna place a hand on his chest. I'm gonna put the rest of the 4 points into mine,
Gotcha. Cool.
Just please.
and then he'll
never,
go back. He'll go back to his ritual.
All right.
Just
Cool.
please never grab me like that ever again.
Next
I'm
time
not
I'll save
You
you
see
from-
one of the bodies is conspicuously missing from your
Perhaps
corpses.
I am not a kid.
they are burning, brother. They have already been lit.
Oh,
So
yeah.
unless you jumped in the fire.
Yeah.
You just jump for the.
This is a thing that Leon would do.
Cool.
I'm-
Yeah, you take like a chunk of lizard folk, I guess.
like,
If you're taking a chunk, he's not gonna mind.
You see,
He'll be annoyed, but he's not gonna he's not gonna do anything.
Hemlock looks at you guys and says, "Thank you. I appreciate it. I know it was tough making that decision, but
And that really wasn't for me.
well, I appreciate that, Neve. But Ubala, I do apologize. I just I didn't want to upset the balance, which you know as well as I do. It's important that we have these things.
You think we should
Yes.
hunt those other two guys down?
I don't know.
Let them be.
My friends, they
They-
are more likely to die out there.
Yes.
They need not suffer further pain.
Which way did they run again? I didn't see them
You
move.
just saw them run
They
like
ran down.
southeast. Like they started running
Yeah.
southeast.
That's away
Looking
from
at-
the
Yeah.
village, right?
Yeah, that's away from the Goblin Village.
Yeah. Irvin will kind of look at Neve and be like, "Let we not need cause unnecessary death, not by our hands. Let them be."
Fine, we'll go back.
Oh, thank you. Well, I mean, if you all are up to it, perhaps we can still look at this beast and get a look at it. I think I've ever seen a spirit animal before. You said it was only a few hours away, so perhaps we can get Tool to die to track it.
Ubala's just gonna give like the most, like, you motherfuckers expression towards it.
Listen, this is just viewing the creature. We're not killing it. I just want.
We are more likely to attract its attention and get ourselves hurt if we do such things.
I don't think so.
Especially without the fodder to throw at it.
Yes, well, I mean, it's up to you all. I mean, I don't care one way or the other, but you know, we can either see
He
it.
kind
Or,
of seems like he cared. He did bring it up.
I mean, I'd be interested in seeing one of the spirit animals.
Well, maybe you can go by yourself sometime.
Yes, perhaps. Well, anyways, we should rest up and head back to the Goblin Village. Let them know that we've done what we've done and continue onward.
Is there any of the stuff they stole that's like sitting around we can take back with us, or what?
I mean, there's not much that they had. I mean, whoever wants
Yeah.
to write down their inventory, they can write down Boom Boom Stick.
I already did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Leon has Boom Boom
There
Stick.
you go.
You have a orange crystal, Ubala, and then you have a blue geode, Riven.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, you guys rest up and kind of, I guess, you know. I will say, just for generalization, you guys search the rest of the area. Make an investigation check. Whoever wants to.
I will not be participating due to my prayer.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Neve. Beautiful.
Nice.
Neve, you find and like so Ubala, you kind of go around, you find like 2 gold pieces, Ubala, so write down 2 gold pieces. You also have 5 silver pieces, and then let me see, 10 copper.
Nice.
All right. And then you find like some expired rations, like old rustic weapons and stuff, but not much. Neve, you find 8 gold pieces,
Nice.
20 silver, and 15 copper.
How many old weapons would you say there are?
I mean, there's in the other like small villager homes, there's only like 2 or 3.
Okay. Do they just fall apart?
They're
Go find
pretty
anything else
rustic.
for some money.
You find potter's tools as well, Neve. So you can, yeah, you find potter's tools. You also find like blueprints to like map out the actual village itself. You can see like the fort that you guys were currently in is a study. The smaller building at least was a study of some sorts. And the larger building is a garrison with weapons and stuff. So, but the study is now collapsed. So, But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you find. So, yeah, you guys rest up, and I think we will end it there.
Nah.
So, yeah. All right, let's just keep going all night, guys. All night.
Yeah.
But-
Hey, I'm off, so I'm fine with that.
What time is it?
We're not
Yeah,
actually gonna do that. You crazy?
yeah. No.
10:30,
No.
11:32 for you
Yeah,
guys.
it'll just be you guys just traveling. But yeah, you guys rest up, and then you'll head back out the next time we pick it up. And man, that was interesting. I was